Post. We got to go live on the new Hold My Hand Wholesale website as well. Let's make that happen. Live streams, go live. Hold My Hand Wholesale. That should be live now. Let's turn on that camera. That's the wrong camera. OBS virtual camera. There we go. There we go. And come on, Instagram, get that thing uploaded for me. Get that thing posted. And then we can resume that live stream on TikTok. Come on. And we're going to start out with a call with my contractor. So that'll be our first thing that we do today. I've just got a couple things to go through. I try to show you the ins and outs of real estate every single day. So calls with my contractor are included. And then is that posted? That is posted. Let's upload that to my story. Posting a video in your story after you've released it is a really, really good way to make that thing pop. Manage selection, select media, boom, boom, boom. I think today's video is really heat. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Come on. What should I look for on Zillow deals? 3 to 6 month listing, 30 to 40K below listing price. That's exactly what you should look for, man. Public, and then we will upload the description to that. And then I'll just have Andrew post it on all of the platforms. Paste, boom, and upload. That's good to go. Okay, we can resume. Oops, TikTok, I'm restarting that. Text Andrew, can you post my most recent short on LinkedIn, X, and Snapchat? Awesome. Okay, ready to go here. Can we talk about collaborating perhaps after I'm done with my session today? So I'm ready. We're live on all platforms. Let me know if there's any audio issues. And without further ado, we begin. So first things first, I'm going to talk to my contractor about how our flips are going. And then we're going to move on to a Q&A session. Chris, Detroit. There we go. And call.
What's up, Richard?
Hey, man. How you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm over here on, what house am I at? Sanford. I just sent some videos outside cleaning up, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just going to give you a call. I have really good news. I got the offer accepted on 17 or 16176 Tracy at 70,000, and I'm planning to list that at 169.9, hoping to get an offer at 180,000. So I think I talked to Bri about it, or Bree about it, and she really thinks it's a good bet. So that's a go, man. You have the capacity to work on that in probably like 30 days.
Oh, yeah. Because Maryland we'll be done about over here, and probably the next couple of weeks. So we'll be good.
Perfect.
You said 30 days from now, right?
Yeah. It still takes. So we just got the offer accepted today, so it's probably going to take 30 days for me to get that thing closed. But yeah, Maryland will be done by then. Sanford, right? Sanford will be done by then.
Yeah, Sanford will be done by then. So yeah, we'll be right in line. That'll be good.
So I pre-sold Maryland today. I had a one-on-one with somebody. He was looking to purchase Section 8 properties. I told him about Maryland. Do you still think we could get tenants in place at, not necessarily tenants in place, but do you still think 1,300 is fair for rent on that?
I put it out there. I ain't really got no bites on it. But I did put it out there.
I told him 1,200. I told him 1,200 was reasonable rent.
I think you definitely could do 1,200.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And
if you want me to start marketing it at that, I could.
Yeah.
I can do that right now if you want me to.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's market that at $1,200.
Okay, I'm out to market because I just posted it, but I didn't post no price on it. This time I'm gonna post the price.
And Chris, I will send you money. I'll send you a couple $100 every single time you find me a tenant, man. That's just massive help.
Okay, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it right now.
Huge. Thank you so much. Just let me know if you find somebody, and I'll get you a placement fee for that. And yeah, we'll go ahead and move to close on Tracy and see if we can get that thing rolling.
Okay, I got you. Do you want me? Are we still including for the 1,200? Are we going to do appliances or no?
Yeah, right. I mean, we probably should, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, you probably got to get somebody in there with that. So I'm about to post it right now.
So we're looking at oven, refrigerator, microwave.
Yeah, that's all I would do. They can get their own washer and dryer.
Okay, oven, refrigerator, microwave. And then we're looking at 2 of those. So yeah, what is that? Probably like 3-4K or something for used stuff.
Probably. We could probably go to not like a Home Depot and find a deal, and we getting 2 whole sets. They'll give us a deal on that.
Okay. Okay. Also, I booked flights to Detroit, so I'll be there.
What you said? What? Well, just let me know when. Let me know.
25th to the 27th. 25th to the 27th, I'll be in Detroit, and we can go walk the flips.
Okay, that's fine.
Perfect. Okay. Well, yeah, let's get these rolling, and I haven't checked my text since I'm live right now. But let me know if you need me to send another draw.
Not a draw. We just got some other stuff that we did. So just text me when you get off live. Okay. Just hit me up later.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. We're looking at $140,000 accounts receivable from fix and flips that I really have nothing to do with. I am not managing these fix and flips. My GC on the ground is managing them. I see a future in this for Hold My Hand Wholesale. I foresee in the future giving you guys access to a lender, which we already have access to the lender in the Discord. There's already access to the lender in the Discord. But after you do a couple wholesale deals, I don't see any reason why you couldn't be flipping houses yourself. I don't see any reason, even if you're not in the state. I mean, I've never been to Michigan before, and I am on flip number 4 in Michigan right now. So it's just, this is life-changing, and it's not a grind. I know that wholesale is a grind. I know it is. I know how many contracts you've canceled. I know how many calls you've had to make. Guys, I've canceled 3 contracts of my own in the past week. I know it sucks, but wow. This whole flipping thing, if you guys can plan it effectively, there is no shortage of these deals. And I'm doing my first single family. So we've got a lot of people here who are struggling to find multifamilies. I told you that flipping multifamilies was the wave. Unfortunately, there's not enough multifamily to go around. There's just not enough deals. It's really, really hard. So single families are prevalent. And I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to flip a single family, and I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to list it below what I think it's worth. And my realtor is telling me that we're going to be able to sell that, quote unquote, over the weekend. I will actually have a conversation with her right now and tell her about it. Why'd you have to cancel? I thought they were good deals. They weren't good deals, or we didn't get bites on them. She doesn't sound like she's available right now. Okay. Next person I'm calling is my lender. So after I get an offer accepted, I need to figure out my financing. My lender may or may not have the capacity to lend on this deal for me. So I'm going to be giving him a call, and I'm going to find out if he's able to. If not, I'll have to look into a secondary lender that Chris has lined up for me. Yes, local management companies, Alex. Local management companies. Come on, lender.
Your call has...
My guys are not available. Okay. Oh, here he is.
Hello.
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing well. I have just lined up a buyer for Merland already. Merland is almost done. We're probably a week out from Merland, and I'm going to likely go under contract before rehab is done and get that thing closed out probably 30 or 40 days from now.
That's great.
So in that fashion, I have lined up another flip for about 35 days from today for closing, and I'm wondering if that's something you think you'll have the capacity to lend on.
Yes.
Yes, you guys got some funds back?
Yep.
Great.
Sure.
Happy to hear that. I'm gonna go ahead and send you that because I got the offer accepted today. I'm gonna go send you the address. And is there anything else you need from me?
No, nothing. Is it in Detroit?
Yep.
Perfect. Well, we have everything for you. So like now these are easy.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this one.
That's great news.
Yeah, I know. I'm finding that my following is making it really easy to move these. I'm not posting them on the MLS. I'm selling them to investors that just follow me.
Are we and they're pretty much at retail, right?
I
mean, or under, like just under.
I'm selling slightly below market to ensure that I can sell them before they're done.
100%.
Yeah, I'm taking a little hit on it, but honestly, I'd pay that with a realtor fee even if I got market value, so it's fine.
Understood. Yeah, no, we'll be totally good. How much is the next one?
70,000 buy, and 45 rehab. So I'll probably ask for 50 from you because I know some closing costs come out of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I just sent you the address on that. The house is stunning. This is going to be my first residential flip. Well, I guess I flipped a house in Oklahoma City about a month ago and that went well, but this is going to be my first residential in Detroit. So I've picked one that I think just has stunning character. I'll actually send you a picture of it. It's just
Uber here. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, look at these photos, man. This thing is gorgeous.
I'm going to be up in Detroit here in a few weeks.
Oh, really? Me too. When I'm going to be in Detroit on the 25th of May.
Detroit's awesome, man. Like I obviously have to go up there for work for Rocket a couple times a year. But I've been up there since before they were even downtown. So just seeing like the turnaround of the city is every time I leave, I'm like, this is sick. It's actually a really cool place.
Yeah, dude. If you're there on the 25th, dinner's on me, man.
No, I appreciate it. I'm not here. Let me see.
I'm 25th through 27th. I've got a wedding in Grand Rapids. Then I'm hopping over to Detroit to check out the flips in person.
Yeah, for sure. So you're gonna be there when? 21?
I'll be in Detroit on the 25th of May to the 27th of May.
Well, I know Grand Rapids. Well, I guess how far is Grand Rapids?
It's like an hour flight or
an hour. Okay. So what, you'll be in Detroit, what, on the 27th probably, or no?
25th. You're 25th.
You're there like, okay, so you're not in Grand Rapids on the 25th. I'm like,
I'll
be actually be in Detroit for a couple days.
Yeah, I'll be in Detroit. It would be cool
if
we could line something up, man.
Yeah, for sure. I normally just drive up. It's only about 2.5 hours. So I'll be up there for work on the...
Oh, you're close. You live close. Where do you live?
Cleveland area.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We should definitely make something happen.
Yeah,
man.
if you look up Chagrin Falls, Ohio, that's where I live. Yeah, I can just go up for God, when do I? Yeah, I think the 25th or the 26th I'm up there.
That's crazy. That's crazy timing, man. Hopefully we can link up.
Yeah, here, let's go talk to Brent.
Anyways, I got to make some more calls here.
Go ahead.
But I appreciate it. I sent you that address, and I'll probably aim to close that in 30-35 days.
That's fine. If you have a a purchase agreement, whenever you get that, send it over. But yeah, we'll be good.
Perfect. I should get it today.
All right, good deal.
Talk soon.
All right, see ya. Bye.
Bye. You don't have $50,000? No, it's not that I don't have $50,000. I probably have like 250,000 right now. What? No, I have my flip That should get me. I've got just under 300. I've got just under $300,000 right now, but that doesn't mean that I use my own money to flip houses. So I never, ever, 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 ever want to use my own money to flip houses, because I want to keep my profit, man. I don't want to have to recycle my profit into it. I just want to stack and stack and stack and stack and stack, and then buy houses to defer the taxes. So that's my game plan. Today, I met with a really big buyer. He's not entirely sure what he wants to buy since he's new to real estate, but what he did tell me is that he started a company that organizes data centers using AI, and he did that in 2019. He exited that company for 9 figures, sold it to IBM. And that individual today met with me to try to figure out what his buy box should be for real estate, because his tax attorney is letting him know that he needs to purchase, just like me, to avoid those taxes. So that's really exciting. It's another massive buyer. He's new to real estate, and I'm hoping that we can feed him a lot of deals. I told them Detroit. I was like, look, man, these turnkey multifamilies in Detroit, they offer 20 to 30% cash on cash returns. Your lender that funds the entire deal, is it in the lender's name or does it go to the buyer's name? It's under, I own the property. But wow, super, super exciting stuff. Yesterday, I made call after call after call after call, and I heard back from, drumroll, 2. I heard back from 2 of those individuals. So we're going to be doing a couple follow-up calls right now. One of them is going to be in Memphis. We were calling in Memphis. Harbert in Memphis. Let's give him a call now.
We've all seen
916.
Doesn't sound like he's available right now. That's okay. And do I have any other follow-ups that we should do? Whoa. I got signed out. What happened? Do we have any? Okay. I do have 2 things that I'd like to show you guys. There are just a couple things that I'd like to show you, because a lot of people have been locking up deals that just are not viable. They're just not viable. Working on getting info from property manager, and we'll be in touch. Perfect. He just texted me. I have turnkey rentals all day long. Kristen, that's exactly what we're talking about. You're doing the same thing that I'm doing. Okay. So yes, I do have, I have a call with Robert, my buyer, for the deal that I'm working on with OB3. Let's give him a call really quickly. Do you burr? I do the first process of the burr, but instead of keeping it, I end up flipping it to my wholesale buyers. But we sell to a lot of buyers that do burr.
Your call has.
He's not available. Let's call his partner here, McKenna Krager. Hold on, I've got to sign back into my, oh, what? My camera froze. Look at that weird position that it froze in. That's really interesting. Hold on. Okay. Come on, camera, turn back on. Turn back on. There we go. Here's my buyer calling me back. Hey, man.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
I've got a, I think Robert must have told you about it, but did you hear about that deal that I have? I'm wanting to JV with you guys. You guys have an interested party in Texas?
Yeah, I'm the one that's been texting you about it.
Oh, perfect. I think I got
I put you in contact with Victor.
Oh, is he the person who wants it?
Yep. Well, he's the point. He's their go for that group. But yes.
Great. I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and sign that contract right now. But I did get a rent roll from him. Let's see if he sent me anything else.
Okay. And I know my guys over there want to go get access as well. I think once they get the rent roll and access, they'll be good to go.
Perfect. Okay.
As long as everything's good.
Okay. Let me go ahead and send you the rent roll, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Are you gonna email it to me?
Is text okay?
Text is great too. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Text in.
And then for access, do you want to just do that in the group message? You can throw in
Yeah.
your person or however you want to do it.
Yeah, I will go ahead and look into that. I'm not really sure what access looks like.
Okay, great. And then I added a fee on top of your fee.
Oh, of course. Yeah, to be expected.
Perfect.
That's what I
Sweet.
want. All right, talk soon, man.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. Okay, next we have, where is that? So he sent me a rent roll. Let's see. Broadway. This is 470. 60K down, 2,000 per month at 5% interest. House is occupied at 4,800 and some change. You have a 6-year balloon on that as well. And the total PITI is something like 2,900, 3,000. So you've got a pretty solid gap. Matthew sent the rent roll. So let's see. You sent the rent roll. Let's see if I can find that. Wow. I'm actually just going to forward all this. Hey, sorry. He sent me everything you asked for. I can't send them all via text. There's like 7 different documents. I've got Lisa's rent roll, flood elevation stuff, and whatever else you asked for. Could you mind texting me your email so I can forward this to you?
Can do. I'll do it right now.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm inclined to work with you guys. I'm going to sign this. I'm hoping that we can get this guy to pull the trigger. Has he said that he's pretty serious about this?
Yeah, he said he's pretty serious about it.
Okay.
He buys in Galveston. He's got a couple in the neighborhood that fits his buy box.
Great.
He's interested.
And just because I love the business, I couldn't care less if you're making 50 grand off of it. How much are you guys going to get on it?
10.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. About. I'm happy to hear that. Good
I
job.
wish I'd make it. And then I think the guy Victor, that's our contact, he's probably making another bit on top of us too. But I don't know what he's making. I think 5.
Okay. All right. Wow. We are really squeezing this one dry.
We're daisy chaining the hell out of this one.
Well, as long as it closes, I'm okay with it.
Amen. And then I told him too, like, hey, once we have the assignment, we're just going to do everything direct with your transaction coordinator. Me and Victor and everybody don't need to be in the middle.
Yeah. That makes it a lot simpler. So it's less of a daisy chain. We can just assign it to your end guy, and then you and I can have separate contracts, and we can pay you out like we did last time.
That'll be perfect.
Great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get this offer signed that he sent me. And the only thing I have to check is when he would like EMD and when we can access. But I'm going to call him right now. Do you think your guy's ready to walk if I can set up a walkthrough?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. And just let him know that, he's our partner. He's our partner on the deal.
Yep. I'll let him know.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I've just forwarded this to you now. Let me know if the attachments came through as well.
Great. And how long's your inspection period on this one, Richard?
Let me go ahead and check the contract. I have no idea. So Matthew, what did he send me? He says, so sales price, earnest money, an option fee, $3,500 earnest money, $100 option fee. Buyer shall deliver additional earnest money.
How much additional earnest money?
It says 0.
Great. Okay.
Texas is a little different. So termination of option for normal consideration, the receipt which seller acknowledges the buyer's agreement to pay option fee within the time card. Seller, I'm going to see if he'll let us walk the property first, and then we can either sign or submit. The guy's pretty old school, but he's pretty reasonable as well.
I'll get my guy to take photos and videos. So even if he doesn't buy it, we'll have photos and videos. And then I'll get him to put 6,000 down.
Great. It looks like 3,500 is the earnest money.
Well, you know, we got to have a little on top in case he walks.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
can't get nothing for our time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll see if there's a way to, oh, delivery of earnest money. Within 3 days of the effective date, buyer must deliver to closed title, escrow agent. Okay, so option is due up front. That's $100. And then earnest money is due within 3 days of signing. Hopefully we can get him to walk prior to that.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, just tell them, hey, we need to arrange the walkthrough. We're ready to sign.
Great,
And,
great.
I think my guy can go very quickly. We'll schedule in the group chat.
Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and give the seller a call now, and I'll let you know about access.
Thanks, man.
Bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to call the seller of this deal. He's actually a pretty cool guy.
You've reached Matthew Wiley. Please leave your
Okay. All right. Well, that is pretty much everything. I don't think I have any more calls to do. I'll show you my most recent assignment. I got one assigned today, and then we will move on. So this is my most recent assignment for $4,000. This thing was assigned today. Let me go ahead and share my screen on this. Check it out. So the house is actually trashed. It does not look anything like this. The tenant moved out of the property and it is wrecked. It's wrecked. So it looks nothing like this. I initially had this for $9K down. I had this for $9K down. Buyer walks it. Buyer backs out because of condition. I call seller and I drop him to $5K down, and I proceed to send this to the buyer at $8K down when previously it was $15K down. So she got a little 50% discount on this, and she is signing this right now. That's a $4,000 assignment fee. This is one that was posted on Zillow months and months and months ago. I had skip traced the owner. The owner texted me one day randomly saying that he wanted to move it. I thought we had a deal then. He ghosted me for 3 months. He texted me back a week ago saying, hey, I'm finally ready. House is in kind of shitty condition. So we hit him with $4K down. After the buyer walks the property, he says yes to it. And then my buyer signs at $8,000 down, yielding a $4,000 assignment fee. This is a mortgage takeover that we're doing via a trust acquisition agreement. It could also be done as a subject to deal. Really either or. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling, and I will let you know. We just got a text from the seller. I'll let you know that I got my offer accepted on my flip in Detroit today. And I'm going to be, before I do questions today, I'm going to be calling and I'm going to see if we can get the contract sent. But wow, this is my first ever residential flip in Detroit. I have never done anything like this. But look at that house, guys. Come on, look at that thing. That thing is literally stunning. So I'll put us in a group chat. Okay, so we're looking at, hey, Richard, this is Victor. Let me add Victor to my contacts, create new contact, Victor. And he is buyer for Broadway. And I'm going to give him a call. And I'm just going to set the standard of how we're going to communicate really quickly. I've never spoke to this guy before. Let's see what's up.
Your call has been.
I'm going to say, hey, Victor, I'm going to put you in in a chat with the owner. He is going to coordinate a walkthrough with you. Okay, so Victor and Matthew. I'm just connecting all parties right now. Okay. Last call for the day before I do questions is going to be with the agent of this property. I'm going to see if he sent me a contract. 16-1. Oh, that's Turner Street. Turner Street. And there.
What's up, Rich?
Hey, man. I was wondering if you had sent over that contract. I just got confirmation from my lender. We're good to close in 30 days.
30 days?
Yeah. Maybe 25, but in my experience, closer to 30.
Okay. You sent me over the info?
Yeah, I sent you my LLC, my email, my legal name. I mean, I'd love to probably submit like $400, $500 earnest money, but it will be on day one of signing the contract, and it can be non-refundable.
Okay.
Our
seller requires $2,500 EMD.
So my lender pays for this entire purchase price. It's really inconvenient for me to do that. I have 3 of these going on right now in Detroit. I've got the purchase price liquid times 4. It's non-refundable EMD. I'd love to submit 400. It's just there's no need for me to come out of pocket for these deals when my lender's paying for everything. Can you talk to your seller and say, like, look, he's got a ton of these going on in Detroit right now. I've got a really good closing track record, and it's going to be non-refundable day one. But he's still getting the purchase price regardless. It's just $2,500 that I don't really need to spend.
Non-refundable day one. Okay, so you said a 500?
Yeah, 500 is fine. That's what I did on my last one. And if you want to speak to any of the previous agents that I worked with, I'm buying 2 to 3 of these per month in Detroit.
I mean, I'll see what I can do.
You can make it non-assignable too. You can make it non-assignable, no double close. I'm taking title on this.
Okay. It also it's going to be closing through Red Carpet Title in Southfield. Does that work for you?
Yeah, I have no problem with it. Do they have competitive closing costs?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure, that's no problem. And your brokerage can hold EMD. I don't even care who holds EMD.
It'll be held with Red Carpet Title.
Perfect, no
That's
problem.
the most you can do is 500 on day one.
It's not that it's the most that I can do. I've got over 200 liquid right now. It's just that when I'm buying these properties, my lender pays entire purchase price, entire renovation, and there's just really no need for me to come out of pocket on these things.
Okay. And obviously we're doing no inspection.
Yep, no inspection. We've already been in the property.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. But I'll get that contract written up, let you know.
Thank you so much. I'll sign it as soon as it's over to me.
All right. Thanks, Richard. Bye.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. And that's my work for the day. That's all I'm doing. Now I'm going to take questions on the deals that you guys have under contract. I will show you. Before I do questions, do you want me to show you one that I think is perfect that I haven't I reached out to the agent, but I haven't really gotten any traction. I just want to show you what I would consider to be a perfect wholesale deal in terms of cash. Oh my God, my damn camera again. We're still doing this. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Let me fix this. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Turn back on. Turn back on. How can I get involved with sending you deals? Google Hold My Hand Wholesale. Join Hold My Hand Wholesale. Okay, so now what I'm going to do for all of our people who are listening outside of Hold My Hand Wholesale is I'm going to look at y'all's deals after I show you this, what I would consider to be a perfect deal. So I actually found this for my business partner, Chris. It's in Detroit. It is this property right here. So I found this after hours yesterday. Like, I was so anxious last night, guys, about the portfolio. I just stayed working after that live stream. And this is something that I found. And I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a through and through no-brainer. We haven't walked the property yet, but I think that this is probably a $40,000 renovation. Doesn't need a roof, doesn't need windows, doesn't need siding because it's brick. It probably just needs interior. Probably just needs interior work. And the interior is really not that bad, guys. So this is a fix and flip. The only things that concern me here are this. See the wet floor? You could scoop that out with your hand. That's bad. That needs to be entirely replaced. That's what's making me think that a basic rehab like this is going to be as much as $40,000, even $45,000. Now, looking at this house, guys, why do I like this? What about this is good? Well, I'd like to show you what's selling around here, guys. I'm going to draw around the property, roughly placing it in the center. House is right there, and let's look at some sales. So what are we? We're a 3-bed, 2-bath with 1,700 square feet, and we were built in 1937. 3-bed, 2-bath with 1,700 square feet, built in 1937. Now I want you to notice the style of this property. Notice the style. 3 windows on top, 1 window below, 2-story house, single family. 3 windows on top, 1 window below, door, 2-story house, single family, brick siding. Okay, so let's see what else is selling in the area. Not seeing your screen. That's right, because you're looking at an advertisement for Hold My Hand Wholesale as 277 other people watch my screen share and get brought up for questions. If you want to take action, the link is in my bio. So when I click sold here, guys, and I only look at houses sold in the past 12 months, and I price these high to low, remember the style of that property? 3 windows on top, 1 or 2 windows below, garage, door, brick 2-story, 1935. This sold for $167. Let's grab that price per square foot. That price per square foot of that property is $109. Remember that, $109. So we're gonna average the 3 price per square foot. And looks like my camera froze on here too. MacBook camera. Okay, we'll just be live right there. So we're going to add $109 per square foot, 109, 109. Let's grab a second comp, guys. Let's look for our second comp. Now, these, fine, maybe they're comparable properties, but I'm looking for something that's exactly what we are, like this guy. This is also exactly what we are. Brick 2-story, 3 windows on top, built in 1941. We're 37. It's within 10 years. That's 83 per square foot. I feel like we could do slightly better than that. Let's see what else there is. This thing is the same thing as well, but that won't be good. That'll be, yeah, that's 69 per square foot. We'll use the 83. And then we have a 69 per square foot. And then do we have one more? One more. I think we do. Yeah, look at this. And this. Wow. Look at that. 95 per square foot. So 4 comps have an average price per square foot of $89. If we have just under 1,700 square feet, well, that came out weird, in our subject property, we're looking at $1,684. multiplied by 89, which is the average price per square foot of the area. And that puts us at 149,000 ARV. The house is currently offered at 69,000, and we are going to be able to get this probably for 60,000, and Chris Gallagher will flip this. Now, why do I say 60? Because they're firm at 62. Maybe we could get it for 55. I'm sure we could get it for 55. I'm going to do no inspection period because the contractor will walk the property prior to that. And I'm going to do earnest money on day one, as I just did with my own personal flip. My business partner, Chris, is beyond busy. He doesn't have time to find his own flip. So I'm helping him out. And I found this flip for him. Let's say he buys it at $55,000. He's putting in $5,000 closing costs, and he'll probably have $2,500 in interest payments during that time that will be added onto the back end of the loan. In addition to that, he's probably looking at a rehab of $45,000. That means he's in the deal for $107,500. He listed on the market at $149,000. His realtor takes 5%. He walks with $141,000, and then we subtract the $107,500, and it's a bare minimum profit fix and flip. You're making $34,000. Do I like making $34,000 off of a flip? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. And Instagram, if the audio went down, we're gonna restart this if the audio went down. Sorry, Instagram. That shit just keeps happening. Instagram is the worst live stream platform I've ever used. But that's what a perfect deal looks like, guys. Now, if you were a wholesaler, I'd really aim to get something under contract like this at 50K, right? If it's a slam dunk, get it 20,000 below list price, right? But don't get it 20,000 below list price if that thing is listed for like 200K, because it's not the same percentage of discount, right? 20K below list price on a $69,000 property is like, what is that? 35% below list. It's a solid discount. So you're getting it significantly below list price in that price range, but that price range that discount doesn't necessarily apply to more expensive properties. As the price goes up, you're going to need this thing lower and lower and lower. But if the price is already really low like this, 20K below list could be a decent discount. So consider the ratio, consider the percentage that you have below list. Thanks, Logan. I really appreciate that, man. I'm locked in here. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to take questions now. We're going to bring people up. If you guys need help, I'm going to be looking at your deals. Sorry, this text chat is going crazy. You're my business partner.
Richard, I have a fix and flip I want you to look at.
Something's going on with my camera, man. It just keeps freezing. I don't know what to do about that. I will look at your fix and flip, Kira. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? I don't know what to do about that. I think I'm going to pause the live stream on holdmyhandwholesale.group. So guys, head over to the Discord. Camera keeps freezing. So if you're on holdmyhandwholesale.group, please head over to the Discord. So I'm gonna end this stream, unfortunately, on there and stream for everybody, and then I'm gonna restart my camera one final time, and hopefully that's gonna cause this to work. So I'm gonna close that, and then let's end that one more time. Camera, EOS, webcam, and we should be good. All right, Kira, I'm ready to see that. How's your day going, Kira? You're muted. You're muted, ma'am.
Hi, can you hear me now? Okay, so let's see here. I think I found two fix and flips. One a student brought to me, and one I was doing live calls this afternoon before you, and I spoke to an agent in Detroit, and I found a really cute property, which I DM'd you. What do you think?
Let's check this out.
He said he can get it to me for $60. It's right near downtown Detroit, which, like your friend was saying on the live stream, is really turning around.
Yeah, that's my lender. He's excellent. So I love the character first and foremost. I like that you found a house that doesn't look boring. It looks like this thing has a lot of character. I also like that you have brick siding on the property because that's going to save you a lot of cost. Would you like me to share my screen on this, or you want me to keep it private?
No, I mean, I don't have it under contract yet,
Okay.
but you can.
Guys, are we going to be respectful of Kira's deal if I share my screen?
Please, yeah, share it, but yeah, please don't stake my deal.
Yeah, guys, come on. That's if don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Please be respectful. Treat others how you'd like to be treated. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen on this. Please don't try to do anything else. It looks great. So Kira, a couple things I'm noticing about this is those are new windows. These, well, actually,
new windows, roof. Well, 7 years ago, the owners currently replaced the roof, the windows, and did a rehab. Now, the interior rehab was kind of ick, but I want to do something. The agent said something like 40K would make it look nice with granite countertops and make it look nice.
yeah.
And sell it for 140.
I get a really
What do you
good
think?
feeling. I get a really good feeling about this,
I-
Kira. I haven't
Oh
looked
my
into
God, I'm
it.
so excited.
I haven't looked into this yet, but sometimes you just see a deal and you get a good feeling about it, and I'm having a good feeling about this one. So guys, what stands out to me about this is roof taken care of, siding non-existent, maybe windows, maybe not. It's hard for me to tell here. As I zoom in a little bit, I can see that they might need some work, but it's hard to say without being there. So I want to find the property. Let's go ahead and reset all of our filters. Was it up here? Is that it? No. Man, Zillow makes this so hard.
I know. If you click the plus sign, it's right near, so that freeway, it's below that.
There it is.
It's in that area with that cross street.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Grand Avenue and that freeway.
So the only thing, and it's not terrible, but the only thing that I'm seeing so far that's of concern are these big roads. I want to see if it appears that you're in a quiet area. Everybody wants to live in a quiet area, so let's go ahead and see. It's definitely very central. Let's just see what your through traffic is looking like. Okay, so you're next to some industrial stuff, right? You're next to some industrial things, and that's not ideal.
That's a post office? Or is that a grocery store? It's behind a grocery store.
It looks like a grocery store. The grocery store is nice. That's really my only concern right now. The neighborhood does look okay. So it doesn't look like you're in a bad area by any means. I don't see any abandoned houses. And it's also important to note that this is 2019. So this was 7 years ago. So it's the area has probably gotten a lot better since then. But that's my only concern. So somebody might be
Where do you see 2019, that picture?
You see June 2019 right here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it lets you know when the Google car stopped by. So you're going to want to do some landscaping, plant some flowers, make it nice and pretty. But it looks like the house was renovated probably after this photo was taken, if it were maybe just around
see how the windows are boarded up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the windows probably were replaced. He did say they were replaced with vinyl windows.
So the only thing is, I love being in neighborhoods like this. Like when you look in either direction, right? You don't have there's no busy road next to it, meaning you're not going to have a lot of through traffic. It's going to be pretty quiet. So that's my only concern as of late, or as of yet. But it's not like a deal killer. I would just price it slightly below what we're seeing some of the other comps for. Another thing to consider is your train tracks, a little bit of noise right there, but it's not like somebody's not going to buy the house because of those. But it might sell for slightly less than the comps that we're seeing, because we do have some we have some road noise. So
is 60K a good price, or should I go lower?
I don't know yet. I got to do a little bit of research. Let's find out. So there's the property. This is roughly the area that we're in, and I'm not going to cross that major road. Actually, I'm going to go right there, here, and then to here, and then to there. So that's roughly the neighborhood that you're in. We're a 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,300 square feet. And if we click sold, and if we do past 12 months, we want to see what's been selling here. So past 12 months. One thing to note, Kira, is that there are a lot of really cheap sales. The majority, this is a $200. Oh, it's a piece of land. So there's a lot of really cheap sales here. I'm not seeing a ton of renovations. That one's renovated, but let's price high to low and see what we can see. Okay. I think 140 is optimistic for sure. I think 140 is definitely optimistic. Because the highest sale is just a tad below 140, and it's a significantly larger property. However, it is very, very close to you. It does look like this property got flipped. Your neighbor's house, 120, a bit smaller. So I would say
the 4.2.
Huh?
The 140 or the 139 is a 4.2.
Yeah, and look at the square.
Mine is.
So you're probably looking at closer to like 125, 130 on the ARV.
Yep.
Because things like this thing got flipped, right? This is not tremendously different from what you are. But if we look at the photos on realtor.com, or PropStream, we can go ahead and see what they've done to it. So let's check out what they've done to it, just so you understand your scale of renovation. So yeah, that's a nice little rehab. Yeah, nice little rehab. They went super, super cheap here. So you might not even need granite countertops. You might want to even do like a cheaper investor type rehab, because an investor might be the person who ends up buying this property off of you. But yeah, I would say, so if you're in
30K.
Yeah, let's understand the rehab a little bit more here. If you're in this deal for, there it is.
You said 60, but I could say 55 or 50.
So yeah, I think your interior rehab is going to be light. I think it probably only needs like 20 on the interior, maybe even less than that, maybe 15 on the interior. Interior looks totally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just I'm gonna put this at 25. This is a cheap rehab. This just does not at 25 for the entire thing. I just don't think it needs that much. But let's say you got it at 60. You've got 5,000 in closing costs, probably 2,500 in holding costs. You put in $25,000, right? You're in it for 92. Then you're probably selling this for 125. Realtor is taking 5%. If you negotiate, subtract the 92.5. You're making 26K. But remember, we also have some hurdles to get over in terms of the roads. So I don't know if that's going to be a big issue to somebody, but your profit at 60 is not that high. I would feel comfortable flipping something like this probably at 45, maybe 50.
Okay.
And it's because I want you to have room just in case that's an issue.
Yeah.
It should be a
Plus,
phenomenal.
I don't like it. Plus, I don't like that it's behind that grocery store.
Yeah, those are just some things that might deter buyers. So it's really just the location and the comps that scare me. I think you might be able to find something slightly better. I think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I think it's extremely doable. Maybe I could just stumble into.
Where is downtown from that house? From where you're looking right now, where is the downtown?
I don't
really know.
But you are on the good side of Detroit. This is considered the better side of Detroit. Maybe this is downtown. I'm not really sure. But
got it.
It's not a terrible deal, but there are some risks there. It does make me slightly nervous. Largely the location and those comps, because listing it, you don't want to be the highest comp in the area, so you're probably listing at about 125,000. So it would be an excellent rental. It would be a really good rental property just in case it didn't sell. But if you were to go ahead and pull the trigger on something like this, I would want to be closer to 50K so that you're refinancing 85, 90K just in case it doesn't sell, and you've got yourself a rental property, because that'll probably rent for $1,400 after it's renovated, and you would have a mortgage on that of like $800, maybe $750 or less than that if you refinance the property at like $90,000. So yeah,
okay. I think I'm going to go back to the drawing board.
I would probably want to be at like 45, 50 just in case on this, but it's not terrible. I think a lot of the things that you showed me are really nice about this.
Yeah, I think I'm on the right track with the type of house. Now I just need to find a better area.
So this thing, can't really see photos of the inside. Oh, that's cute. Look at this guy. It is cute. It's got a lot of character. And then
I think it's rehab.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so this is more of our Section 8 rental deal. So this is more of a wholesale deal for us. So, guys, something like this, depending on the rent here, I mean, we're going to check the rent on this, but something like this could be an awesome wholesale deal depending on what it's going to rent for. 1380. Ooh, unfortunate. Only 1200. That would mean we'd need this thing at like 65. But maybe they have a tenant in place. Previously rented for 14 a month. Wow, that's great. So guys, something like this, given that if you could get a lease at 1400 a month, like see the previous lease, I might even be down for 70K on something like this. That's a $30,000 discount. We could probably wholesale that for about 5K. Anyways, yeah, Kira, keep looking. Feel free to continue to show me these. I'd love to take a peek.
Thanks, Richard.
Absolutely. Talk soon. Okay. Hey, Jesmar, what's going on, man? Yeah.
Richard, how are you, boss?
Great today, man. I'm doing really well today. How are you?
I'm good. I've been looking, man. So I got another one for you. I sent it to you.
Great.
This one is outside of Mobile again. It's in Theodore. Yeah, I'm just waiting for pictures on the inside, but from the pictures on Zillow, doesn't look too bad.
Okay.
It's off market.
Last person who bought it for 17K.
Yeah, I know, which is crazy. I think it was like an inter-family transfer or something like that. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah.
Got it. House is cute. Let's see if we can find that.
I was thinking either, like you were just saying too, like either I can do a burr on it or I can flip it because the rent is like $1,400. And if I can go in there and only have to put in maybe 30 or 40K worth of work, I think the ARV, or at least Zillow said it could be worth 210. So I just got to see comps.
Can I share my screen on it?
Yeah, soft market.
Guys, let's check this thing out together. We got another one. So guys, these are our students who have closed significant wholesale deals with us that are ready to flip. Right next to an elementary school. That's helpful. See that? Really helpful. That's gonna help you sell. We're gonna zoom out. There's Mobile and Theodore. Let's see if we can find. So you must be somewhere over here. I see those two roads. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Fowl River, and then there's this interesting highway intersection. See if we can find that. Is that? No. Is it here? Jackson Creek, and then you're right there above that rectangle. You should be right here, right? And if we look, you're on that little T right there. Okay. So he's somewhere in here. We are going to draw. This is our neighborhood, and we're going to understand your dimensions. What is the beds and baths of this?
3-2.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna click.
Let me just
Past 12 months.
just confirm.
See the activity. Good sales. Nice sales. Good. Yeah.
In the area, right?
And that's a flip. So I'm just gonna go through these and I'm gonna check to see if they're all flips. So let's look at this one. First property. Black windows, likely a flip.
Yeah.
Yep.
LVP flip.
That's a flip. So that's a flip.
270. Oh man.
They bought it for. So it looks like they initially bought it for like 57,000. Cool. And then is this a flip? That's a flip. I like this one, dude. And you're right next to an elementary school. Nice. You said you're getting recent photos?
Yeah, she's gonna send it to me in a couple of days.
Great. Looking at this one. Don't know if it's a flip, but we can look at the mortgage and transaction history. Looks like they just bought it from somebody else, so that's probably just a normal condition property. That also looks like a normal condition property to me. Yeah, pretty much. And then that is probably a investor flip right there. So, dude, I do like this one. Let's look at the past 6 months here. Past 6 months, you've got this guy. Were you a flip? Let's find out. But yeah, at least 2 flips there in the past year.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Look at that guy. That's
Okay.
another one. So that's an outdated photo that they have on Zillow, but that's also a flip. Let's see.
Sorry. So the first box already checked. Just flips in the area.
Flips in the area. Looks like this one was like accidentally flipped by somebody. The previous person who bought it was just like was somebody who renovated their house and then sold it to the next person. But yeah, that's I mean it looks like they did the whole thing up. You know, it looks like they flipped it. Somebody flipped this thing. Somebody did upgrades to it at some point in time. Yeah. What do you think you could get that for?
She said 85, but I can probably get it for cheaper, probably like 75, 70.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love.
Yeah.
And then I guess I can't really advise you on rehab because we don't have any photos of that yet.
Yeah, there's the pictures you see on Zillow. I mean, they look decent. So I'm from what I've seen, it was like a crib and stuff like that in there. So I'm just guessing it was just normal wear and tear from a family. So I don't think it should be too much more, over maybe 30, 40K, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just thinking like, since there wasn't like, it's not super distressed, it shouldn't be too crazy of a rehab.
Mm-hmm. I like this. I agree. Good find.
All right, cool. And then ARV, well, I mean, yeah, Zillow said 210. I just got to see what comps are, but what do you think comps could be?
I think
like 210.
We just looked at a lot of them, man. Check it out.
Yeah, it was like 270. I seen that one, but that was a 4.2. So
I'm gonna do past 24 months just to see historically. So that's a 4.2, 270. That's a 3.2, 240. Yeah, 210 is aggressive pricing. You've definitely priced
okay, so
it.
that's aggressive.
And then just aiming for your refinance. Let's say you got this at 70,000. Why do I keep getting signed out? You got this at 70, and let's say you put in like 35, right? Materials are going to be cheap as hell out here, dude. Very cheap, cheaper than Detroit. I bet you're in this thing for no more than 115. Let's say you have to refinance 115. That would be your monthly payment. Taxes and insurance are going to be dumb cheap in this area, probably $200. So you're paying $965 per month, and you're renting out for what?
$1,400. You can go for 14.
Yeah. So man, worst case scenario, you've got yourself a rental property that makes you a little bit of money each
month.
Best case scenario, I mean, let's just say 75 for pessimism. Let's throw in 40,000 rehab to be pessimistic. Let's say you got 5,000 closing, 3,000 holding. And you'll have to throw down a little bit of money in this. So you're probably actually putting this down and erasing this and paying these fees for them. So you're probably only in it for like 115, and you got to bring a little bit of your money to the table. So 115,000, and man, let's say you sell for like 205 or 205, just to be, I love to be pessimistic. Your realtor takes 5%. We know to negotiate that. Don't take 6, you can get 5. And then we subtract our 115. More than I've made on any of my flips, man.
Amazing.
Isn't that great?
That's beautiful.
That's 75.
All right, cool. I'm just waiting for pictures. As soon as I see pictures and it's decent enough, I'm gonna probably come back to you tomorrow or whenever she sends it to me. And once I get that green light, it's gonna be my first flip.
The only thing, because I'm so unfamiliar with this area, the only thing I'm gonna have you do is I would call these guys, these realtors. Call this realtor and be like, hey, what do people think about this area? And their name is I'm going to drop this for you in the chat right there. And then let's also call the other one. This is what I did when I was considering flipping in this area. Not this area, sorry. Elsewhere.
I like Detroit.
Yeah. So I would just, you know how to find them. I would just call the realtors who sold the comps and been like, hey, was this a good idea? And then one other thing, I'd like to see the days on market between when it sold. So look at that.
Wow, within a month.
It flew. So, dude, this is probably what happened.
Wow.
They list it, tons of interest, pending sale within 4 days of listing.
And it was over asking too, at 5,000.
Yeah. Within
Yo, that's crazy.
So really, really good job. Because I was about to tell you, I was like, I don't know about Mobile, maybe not here, but yes, here. Yes, here. There's pockets everywhere, and you found a pocket. This is definitely a good flip, dude. Definitely a gem.
Gotcha.
Where the hell did you find this?
Agent sent to me off market.
Dude, nice find.
Yeah.
Man, nice find. I really like that. We have a lender in the Discord that Chris sourced. I'm sure they'd love to work with you on something like this. But next step is just to start calling contractors. Meet on Zoom with them. If you wouldn't be friends with the guy, don't work with him. Don't work with him.
Right.
That's
Gotcha.
because that is your most likely place to fail. Remember, your realtor is to check the rehab on every single draw. You won't have to pay for the rehab yourself. You'll probably get like $30,000 or $40,000 from the lender. But even if you vibe with the guy, don't trust him. Do not trust him. Imagine that everybody is out to get you, and just pay the realtor like $50 to confirm every single draw that you do.
Right. All right, cool. No, I appreciate it, Richard. Yeah, I've been patiently waiting. I seen you, you went through your travel tribulations with your flips, and I'm like, all right, man, it's time to grow. It's time to roll.
Yeah, it's
It's time to roll.
It's a career that's in line with your lifestyle and how you want to live. I know you like to travel a lot, man. And this is just, when I tell you, like, if I didn't go live and if I didn't wholesale, my job would be like, hey, I want to make an offer on this. Can I send my contractor? Okay, thanks. 2 days later, it's cool. How about this price? No? Okay. Call another one. A week later, hey, we offered this price. Can you go back to your seller? Okay, cool. And that you're making like 3-4 calls a week instead of what you're used to, 50 a day.
So I guess my burning question is, when you got your contractor that you actually liked, what were the questions you asked him that were like, okay, I'm going to go with him?
So I actually had a recommendation from a follower, and then I found out that he was following me as well. I kind of took a risk on the guy, but I didn't ask him a lot of qualification questions. I think I largely just got lucky, but I think it helped because he was a fan of Hold My Hand Wholesale and he wanted to do right by us. But man, I'll tell you about this guy. We had a pipe burst in my last flip after closing. He went over there and for free fixed the pipe. He said, I want you to be in good standing with your buyer. And I ended up sending him $300 for the job, but he just goes above and beyond for me. So I know you can find people who are really going to be in your corner.
Yeah.
I would suggest this. So I'd go to Facebook. I'd go to groups. I'd look up Mobile Real Estate. Wholesale real estate, that could be fine. Not Mobile Baldwin, 8K members, real estate. I guess this is probably one of your better ones. And then I'm just going to join the group because I'll post my damn wholesale deals in here. But if we search contractor in a group like this, let's see what we can find. Roof guy, amazing work, Delta Max Construction. This looks, oh, that's an ad. Your partner for roofing and construction needs. Great. April 20th. Just post this. Final nail, construction, everything in between. Okay, so that's something here. I'd love to see just a random dude. Just a random.
You want to see their work, right? You want to see what they did.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm not finding any. Gosh, these guys are. What's this? No, it's any private lenders needing funding. Norwood.
That's what you're doing, though. You're just going through these groups and then just basically typing in the keyword and finding them like that.
Yeah. And I've seen a number of contractor ads like this, like rehab. If we look at rehab, maybe we can find somebody. But yeah, I'm just searching keywords and wow, look at all these wholesale deals being posted, guys. You don't overlook these. I mean, these things could be great, but also realtors might know people. And oh no, I thought she was showing her work, but
I know, but that sounds good. So I'm glad I just found a good area to flip in for sure.
Yeah, man. I get excited about that. I get really excited. Remember, 210 is low, man. 210 is low. I saw a reason to post at 230. I mean, you could be looking at $100,000 fix and flip there.
Yo, don't tell me that, Rich, man.
Yeah. This is
oh man, flipping is crazy. Man, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate this group.
Absolutely. I mean, I get excited for you, man. I'd love to see you do a win because then we can add a testimonial about a fix and flip.
Okay. All right. So I mean, I'll let you know more on this. But yeah, I appreciate you. Talk to you later.
Absolutely. Yusuf, you got an assignment today, didn't you, Yusuf? Yusuf, I heard from one of my dispo managers that you had an offer and you intelligently told them to walk the property before accepting the offer, and then I think your plan is to renegotiate after walking it and then still sell it.
Exactly. I did that with Mira before on the 5,000 assignment fee, and yeah, but it looks like they still didn't schedule an inspection. yeah, it's moving forward really well. We have good traction on it.
Is that
It's the deal that I
is
showed
that
you
the one that I
yesterday.
told you? I bet somebody will pick
Yeah.
it up. Dude,
Yeah,
I knew it wasn't right for my guy, but I was like, oh my God, this is what people are looking for. This is what people are looking for.
Yeah, it's moving forward really well right now. There's a lot of traction, but still no inspection is scheduled till now.
Wow.
But I'm really happy for what is happening for Leander, to be honest. Like we
Yeah.
thought like we're gonna lose the deal, but there is someone that is interested right now. So
we have such good rapport with the agent that I think we might be able to make it happen. I'm at this point, I'm just hoping to break even and get my EMD back. You know, sometimes I get excited and jump the gun, and I think that the only problem was the purchase price. That was the only problem here. It was just
exactly. It's I felt that the purchase price is just a little bit over.
yeah.
We initially got it at 325,000, but you negotiate it like really well, and we got a little bit more just to make the deal happen. So yeah, it happens, but it's a good deal. Hopefully we can sell this too.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. You got anything else in closing right now?
Well, to be honest, Richard, I just hired a VA and I have 3 deals that I need to call. It's all off-market deals, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to approach them. I don't know what to do. So it's right now on my CRM currently, but I just can't do calls anymore because of the exam. So I just hired someone to do the calls, and they are bringing me deals, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Absolutely, dude. This is great. Guy in Egypt hiring a virtual assistant. Normally, people out of Egypt are virtual assistants. Egypt is one of the hot spots for you. You got a lot of friends who are VAs.
Oh yeah, it's my friends, but it's the one that I you know the post that you posted initially for Leander, Texas, that I'm making like 25,000.
Yes.
I did like comment on it on someone that really familiar with wholesaling, but he's doing it from Egypt too. And I got a lot of like messages and requests, and one of them was actually a CEO of a cold calling company. So we made a good deal with him, and currently I'm just checking like his deals. It's really good though, but the problem is for me. I really don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to approach sellers. I usually do like the warm leads, people who is interested in selling. But yeah, let's try it. We will not lose a lot,
Dude, that is so exciting. And look at the wire transfers in the chat from Mr. Daniel, dude. Look at that, man. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
I gotta put that on my Instagram, man. Hold up. Daniel just posted. What is that? Is that $10,000? 5 plus just about $9,000 cash. Look at this, guys. Daniel, how long have you been here? Okay, so look what just got posted in my chat. This guy's Daniel. He's a ripper in our community. Look what he just got. $4,800 wire transfer, $3,900 wire transfer. Cracked. Okay, so look what just got posted in my. Dude, that's fire. Great job. 3 months. Look at that. Look at that. 3 months in. Big things in store, bro. That's probably enough to flip, Daniel. You probably if that's probably enough to flip. Like I might do a couple more, but that's enough to flip. You're crushing it, dude. That's super exciting.
We've all seen this.
Oh wow. TikTok's doing well today, both of them. Hey, I'm gonna pee really quick, guys. I'll be right back. But Yusuf, you're all good?
I'm good, thank you.
Absolutely. So I'm talking about, guys, hype day. I'll be right back. Give me like a singular minute. 1 sec. Go back. Okay, Richard, is there any way we can talk? I really need help. Can't message it. You can book me for a one-on-one in my bio. That was over a minute. No. Okay. I don't know who's next. Maybe Devin. Hey, Devin, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Richard? How you doing, bud?
Much better than yesterday.
such a 180 in the industry.
It's crazy what can happen in a couple of days of making calls.
Right. Dude, I woke up at like 6 o'clock, somebody wanting to walk the Detroit deal. That one, and then
You have
Harry's wire transfer went through, and then I got that one duplex signed. So I just wanted to see how you want to handle that. If you want to get someone to walk it since we got it under contract, or because I think I might be able to make 10K on that one.
What are we talking about here? Which one is this?
Stratford.
Is this something you have under contract?
Yeah, I just signed it yesterday. This is the 161 for 140, and I think once we have it walk, I might be able to get it down to 130.
Okay.
It's the one that like it has 1900 rent and people it's already occupied. So I think when I did it with like 43, it was like a 43 entry, and then it's cash flowed like 29%.
Wow. So what are you asking?
It's probably going to be like at 140. It's at 140 right now, but I'm going to try to get it down to 130 and then put a $10,000 fee on it, 10K assignment.
Okay.
But I'm flexible. I'll take recommendations.
I got a lot of DMs, man. What's the address? You have it under contract?
Oh, it's the 14500 Stafford.
14500.
Stafford. What is Stafford? Stafford.
Oh yeah, you got that for 140?
Yeah.
And the rent on either side is
It's 1,900, but it has room to move up. It could probably go to 2,100 if they boosted it because they're month to month right now.
Oh, it's occupied.
Yeah, it's fully occupied at 19, and so that's why I'm like I'm like at 140. It hadn't been there for that long. I'm like I might as well lock it up, and then I can negotiate down. She's just asking when we could have somebody walk it. So I don't know if you want to do your GC or if you want me to get somebody, but since it's under contract now.
I will send my guy there. I'm just going to calculate your cash on cash return right now. I'm hoping it's over 20%. So your down payment here, what is that? 30,000? No, 29,500.
28.
28,000.
Yeah, 28,500, 33, and then if we did 10, it'd be at 43, and then with the cash on cash, it was like.
So we'll use 250, 771 plus 250 for taxes and insurance is putting you at 1,021. You're occupied at 1,900 multiplied by 0.85, 1,615, and then subtract your 1,021. Looks like you're making that per month, multiply that by 12, that per year, and then divide that by the total cost of entry of probably 38.
Sorry.
Yeah, cash on cash a little low for the guy that I have off the top of my head, but somebody else might pick it up. I would be careful sending somebody that you have to pay for. I might throw somebody in the Discord $50 to go walk the property if you have to keep the agent satisfied. But generally speaking, our buyer is the one who's going to walk the property, and if we haven't secured that, we're just waiting for that individual.
Okay. What do you think we could sell it for then? 5.
Potentially like $3,000 to $5,000. It's good that it's occupied. So it's nice that it's occupied. Generally, I go a little bit further below list here. Like for example, if I have a deal right now that's similar that I'm flipping. This guy right here, it's going to get probably the rent that you're looking at. I'll probably get like $950, $1,000 per side, and I'm going to sell this for $135. So I'm going to sell mine that does the exact same numbers for 135. So we're a little bit above that at 145, but you never know. Somebody might pick it up. I personally would probably want to get this a little bit lower, but it is nice that it's occupied and in good condition.
Yeah, I think if we walk it, if Is your GC pretty good? How much do you charge him, or does he charge you like $50, 100?
He charged me $50 to go walk a property, but I only sent him if he's
If you're gonna keep it.
yeah, if I'm gonna keep the property.
Okay. Well, worst case, would I be able to send him 50 and have him walk it? And then if because I think we can negotiate down to 130. I was just trying to lock it up before somebody else got them under contract. Because it's so new.
I probably would send somebody else. I'm kind of protective over my guy because he doesn't.
No, protect your guy. You got to keep him close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I appreciate you. And then if anything else, I'll definitely reach out and see if I need anything.
And you have the one with Harry in closing, right?
Yeah, I think that's signed today. And actually, they already requested wire transfers, so you should be getting that today.
You want me to? I can call Harry and find out when.
Oh yeah,
Let's find out. That's your first deal, right?
Yeah, with you.
Let me give him a call.
Yeah, dude, your community is definitely is the best, and I appreciate all your work and all your help. And you're a rock star, so definitely keep doing your thing and changing lives, man.
I appreciate it. We'll see if Harry.
I'm not brown nosing. I'm just giving you some kudos.
I appreciate it, man.
Hello.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. I was just wondering about the deal on 81st. I think that I think the student's really excited about it. He just wanted me to ask you when that thing's closing.
Well, I signed today, and then I heard the seller is signing. I heard the seller signed like an hour ago. So
we're pretty much closed.
Yeah, we're closed.
Great. That's so exciting. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem. Congratulations.
Yeah, dude. I just got I'm flipping a single family. I'm gonna make it pretty. I'm not gonna do an investor rehab on it, but I just got my offer accepted at 70 today, and I'm planning to list that thing for 169, and I'm probably gonna put in like 45 on it. So might be a nice little like 45, 50K flip, but I'm gonna list it on the MLS. I talked to my agent. She says it's in a really, really good area, and that the thing could sell over the weekend at the price I'm looking to list it for. So there you go. I'm hoping that single family goes better for me than it did for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're willing to go through the MLS, I'm sure the agent will take a fee. Right?
Yeah, 5%. That is going to happen. But yeah, it's just that there's not that many multifamily, man. There's just not a ton of them.
Well, if you account for it in your numbers, then and you're selling below market, then I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, man. Good luck. We'll talk soon.
All right, another win.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so you're all closed out, man. Congrats on your first deal.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate all your help, man.
Absolutely.
You're a rock star. Talk soon.
I want to say maybe Sammy was next. Sammy 916.
Hey, what's up, Richard?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Today's a good day, man. How can I help?
Hey, yeah, I sent you the listing for it's an 11 unit in Davenport. No crime in the area. It's bringing in over 10K, and it was just recently renovated in 2021. I just need a little bit of credibility because I talked to the agent, and it looks like they've been trying to sell for about 2 years from what PropStream shows. And I offered seller finance, which he wasn't really too happy about. But then I told him we can probably offer over list, and that's kind of when he kind of said, just shoot your offer and see.
Crexy,
but he kind of wants us to walk. Yeah.
Love it.
It's not on Zillow.
I was just thinking about hitting Crexy, man. This is exactly what I would be doing if I were you. So that's great. I'm trying to get it to load. Nice. Yes. And I move deals in Davenport. I love Davenport. This is great. You also have additional income from your washer dryer that I would ask about. But yeah, man.
Yeah, there's 10 units being rented out right now. The 11th one is vacant to show. But he just wants us to walk it before even shooting our offer. So maybe you can give him a call and see if we can lock some seller finance in, bringing in north of 10,000 a month. So
this is
great returns on that.
This is, man, I'd buy something like this.
And then if you put on PropStream, estimated value shows 987, almost $1 million.
This is a tempting buy for me. Tempting buy. You guys know what I'm gonna buy when I'm ready to buy again. I'm gonna put 20% down on seller finance. Because I know it's hard to get seller finance. So guys, I'm gonna be putting, if the cash flow supports it and it's a nice deal like the one that I'm looking at right now and it's in a good area, I'll be putting 20% down. So I would be okay putting up to $100,000 down on something like this at 500K. So I just this looks great. What do you think it'll bring in? Probably like 800 per unit, or
no. So 6 of them are currently being rented at 1,000. 2 of them are like 925. I think they're longer tenants, and then 2 other ones are at 975.
Wow.
So right now it's bringing in 9,770. But that 11th unit is vacant to show, so that's another possibly 1,000 that you can bring in.
Man, I kind of want this thing. This is exactly what I would buy. Thing looks great. Brick siding too. You know the age of the roof? Renovated in 2021.
Yeah.
Nice. Who did you speak to?
I spoke to the agent. I can send you his number if you'd like to talk to him, because he said don't even bother sending a contract, because I told him we like to get them under contract before even expecting it, just to know that their seller's going to be interested in our offer. But he was like, no, don't even bother for someone that's not going to do any due diligence. So he's wanting us to walk the property first and then shoot our offer.
We could do that. Is anybody here in Davenport, Iowa? Anybody live in Davenport, Iowa?
Yeah, I'll send you his number right now. But they've been trying to sell for like 2 years, so I'm thinking if we shoot our shot over asking price, we can probably even give them a low interest rate just because it cash flows so well.
Yeah, I think we should do an interest rate on this instead of over asking. I think we should offer them like
just sent you that number over.
Maybe 535. Maybe we could offer them like $65,000 down. Maybe we could give them a 5% interest rate. That's $2,500 per month. Taxes and insurance. What do you think? Maybe like 800?
Taxes and property tax are $1,300. Insurance is $300. And then he does pay all utilities, which comes out to $1,750 a month.
Nice. Yeah, this is a great one, man. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give him a call. So you guys haven't talked about an offer yet?
No, I did just mention seller finance over asking price, but he kind of brushed it off because he was kind of thinking, like a wholesaler, because we weren't doing any due diligence on it. I was kind of telling him, I'd like to shoot my offer, see if it's even acceptable for your seller before even walking the property. But he kind of was just saying walk the property first and then go from there.
Okay. If I were you, I'd probably just send a local realtor to walk it. That's what I would do. I'd probably send a realtor who has a listing in the area to go walk the property. I would look up Davenport, Iowa realtors, and I'd say, hey, I need somebody to walk the property for this. Can I throw you $50 to walk it?
Okay.
That's what I'd probably do here. But anyways, let me give him a call and I'll see if I can set that up for you.
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe, my name is Richard Taylor. You had been speaking to my acquisitions manager regarding Kimberly Road. Kimberly Downs Road, the 11 unit. We wanted to see if we could get our contractor into the property just to see if there's any issues prior to sending you guys a contractual offer.
So we'll get you into one unit and then you can look at the common areas, and there's a basement which has a boiler.
Sounds like I caught you on a run, man. Is now a good time?
I'm on the treadmill, yeah. So that's fine.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we can get you in the utility room with the laundry, and we can get you in unit 7.
Perfect. Great. We closed in Davenport about a month and a half ago, so I'd love to pick up another one here. Anyways, could I just put you in a chat with my acquisitions manager and we can see when access is available?
Yeah, and then whenever you guys want to, we can. I mean, are you guys working with an agent here in town, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna send my agent who kind of doubles as my contractor on this.
All right, yeah, perfect. Have your agent contact me and
great.
Make sure you guys get in.
We will be in chat. Thank you so much for your time.
right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Seems like a nice guy. Okay, so I'm gonna put you in a chat with your agent. Well, here's what I would do. Do you just want to find a? I'll make the call for you. I'll make the call for you. Davenport. We just closed in Davenport. Who did I? What did I just close in Davenport? It was like, I think I've done 2 deals there. 1617 A Avenue in Davenport. Or was it Cedar Rapids? No, I closed in Cedar Rapids and Davenport. Cedar Rapids and Davenport in the past 2 months or so. So I would say Davenport Realtor, and then I would just go ahead and give a random guy a call. So let's see if I can find somebody for you. And honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to go to Davenport, Iowa, and then we'll see if anybody in the chat is here. I don't think we have anybody in the chat who's in Davenport, but if you are, let me know. And then I will pick a random property, a multifamily, and we will give them a call. So maybe I'll try to do acquisitions on this in the exact same time I see if he can walk a property from me. So guys, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to share my screen. Nobody lives in Davenport. Okay, here's a random deal. I don't know what this is. I'm going to call on it right now, but I'm going to build a rapport with the realtor prior to making an offer on this thing, because you're right, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then we're going to see if we can throw him some money to walk our deal. So let's see. 655 West 46, 655 West 46, Davenport, Iowa. Checking mortgage balance. They owe $70,000. They have an adjustable rate mortgage. I think that's fine, but I low-key just want to call on a different one. Got this guy. He staged his property, so he's probably got some high expectations for it, but it does look to be flipped. I'd love to call a more average one. Yeah, that's looking nice and average. So I just want to make sure that it's a nice little 3 unit. I just want to make sure that we could also make a good offer on it. They owe 140. They have an asking price here of 229. They've been there 27 days. New conventional, so that's fine. There's a new that's possible here. You've got this one as well. Interior on this one appears to be pretty basic. Let's just see if we can find somebody who doesn't have a mortgage on it, because I really want to make a seller finance offer at the same time. Perfect. Okay, so this is the one I'll call on. This is the realtor. Let's give her a call. How many months can it take to close? It could take 1 year. Or you could also never close a deal. Tyler, can I get your address? I'll see if it'll be something I can make an offer on. If it's rural, it's hard.
Hello, Banker. This is Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. I'm looking for the listing agent of East 9th Street. Is that you?
Yes, 1335.
Yeah. I've got 2 things here today. You might not be open to it, but I'm buying another property in Davenport, an 11 unit right now, and I don't have any local realtors there. And I was wondering if I could throw you a buck or two more than that, significantly more, probably 50, 100 bucks to go walk a property.
Sorry, you just cut out and I had missed something you said. Can you say it again?
Yeah, I was wondering, I'm interested in the listing that you have on East 9th Street, but I'm buying a separate thing in Davenport and I have no connections in Davenport, and I'm looking for somebody who can walk the property for me. I'm happy to pay you to do that, but I'm also interested in making an offer on your listing on East 9th Street, if we could do that as well.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be more than happy to do that. What did you want to know about 1335?
Well, first things first, after this call, regardless of whether or not we're able to do a deal on Davenport, is it cool if I send you to a listing or 2 of mine? I can pay you for every single property you walk for us.
Yeah, that would be okay. I just want to let you know that I do drive about 35-ish minutes to go down to Davenport.
Oh, got it. Okay, so you might be a
yeah,
little far.
I am not super local, so
Okay.
I just need to throw that in there.
Do you have another agent in your brokerage who might be a little bit closer? Or if you don't mind making the drive, we can definitely make it worth your while.
Yeah, if you're willing to pay, I am more than willing to drive down there. Otherwise, off the top of my head, I don't know any agents that are.
No worries, no worries. We can definitely make it worth your while for that. They're hoping we can get somebody into the property in the next couple of days, but I'll send you details after it. It's not too far from this listing here. But in regards to this one, I am pretty interested in picking up another one at the same time. Do you guys have tenants in place on this?
Yes, 1335, 3 units. All 3 of them are full, and those tenants have been there for. I think all of them have been there for at least 6 to 8 months.
Oh, nice. You say 1335 per unit or 1335 cumulatively?
Sorry, the address is 1335 East 9th Street. So everyone has been referring it as 1335. So that's what I just off the top of my head have been saying. Because I have another one just up the street, and that address is East 13th Street, and I've been getting those mixed up. Sorry about that.
Got it. Okay. Do you happen to know what your tenants are paying? My only I'm trying to get qualified for a DSCR loan on this thing, and my lender's biggest question is, what is the rent? And I have no idea off the top of my head.
Yes, definitely. I can send that by email, or let me download that. Yes. Let me see if I have that on my phone.
And you're related to the seller. Is it a family member?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
really cool.
1335 is my dad owns that one.
Really cool. Oh, I guess I can get him to look at an offer real quick then.
Yes, I am in house with him.
Awesome. Would you imagine you're bringing in more than 2,000 on this thing? Uh-oh, did I cut out again?
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm trying to find that document, and it is escaping me. So I can tell you.
Perfect. Yeah, I will know roughly where I'm going to be at as soon as I know those rental figures.
Okay, here it is. So the rents for that one, 3 units, one lower unit is a studio apartment, and that one is $595.
$595, okay.
And then it's switched around here, so it goes upstairs, and that's a 3-bedroom, and the tenant is currently paying $750.
$750, great.
And then apartment C, it has here as a 1-bedroom lower, and they also rent the garage, and that tenant pays $750 a month.
$750, okay, got it. So we're paying $2,095, and if I am at 205 on this, my mortgage is going to cost me just about $1,700 per month on this. So I'm essentially paying $1,700 and I'm bringing in $2,095. Do you guys have management in place on this at all?
We manage our own properties.
Would you be okay to keep managing?
My
connections.
Sorry, the owner manages the property currently, and I can ask him about managing it.
Yeah.
Or continuing to manage it.
So you do probably 10% management or something like that?
I would have no idea what the owner would charge for management.
My only concern on this is that my monthly payment on the mortgage is quite close to the rent. And if I'm getting 10% management, it's like very equal to the rent here. I would love if my mortgage were a little bit below the rent. Do you guys have any flexibility on that 205?
I would have to ask the owner how much flexibility.
Sure. Because I ideally,
yeah.
like, I got to put down $50K to buy something like this. And I'd love to make like $600, $700 a month on something like this. But right now mortgage is a little bit close to what it's renting out for. So I will make an offer with my DSCR loan. I just worry it's probably going to be closer to 150. However, if that's an offensive offer, I could also probably pay your commission and get your client probably $250,000 if he was open to finance with a good down payment.
You're talking seller finance?
Yeah, I do 6-year seller finance. I'd probably do 250 on this. I pay your commission. I give your dad a pretty good down payment, but I'd also make an offer using a loan here. I just worry it might be a bit below list.
Gotcha. Yeah, totally. I think what I have been told, if it's seller finance, they would ask for a large down payment, and a couple other reasonable asks. I don't have those off the top of my head, but
real short term.
if you
I
wanna
don't want them to hold it for too long, but I could send you proof of funds and then those 2 offers and kind of see what they say.
Yeah, definitely. I could present those offers and I could get back to you whenever he makes a decision.
Sure. And
as soon as possible.
I was going to offer to pay your commission in this one as well, just so that he can keep the entire down payment. Are you, what are you looking to get on this?
I don't have that contract in front of me, but I believe it was 3%.
Sure. Okay. Let me throw that on top of the down payment as well, so that he nets that figure. And then I'll also see if I can get pre-approved with my lender for a lump sum as well.
That would be fantastic. Okay. Do you have my email? Is that out there?
I'm sure I can find it online. I was going to put you in a chat with my partner to walk the other property and get you paid for that. And then if you just respond in there with your email, I can go ahead and send those other offers.
Yeah, definitely. I will send my information in the chat. And then I would love to have those offers. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we can come to terms here. Thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah. And what was your name?
My name is Richard Taylor. I'm sorry, I don't think I said that.
Yeah, that's okay. I forget to introduce myself. My name is Lauren Steinhauer. Thank you so much, Richard.
Absolutely. We'll be in touch, Lauren. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Why couldn't my calls yesterday have gone like that? Goddamn. That was really good. And my camera froze again. Yeah, you make 10 calls, all 10 go bad, you make an 11th, and it works out for you. Come on, camera. We're going to turn back on, aren't we? Oh, don't do that. Why does this happen? Okay. All right. So, is it worth sending to dispo? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but I'm happy to look at your deal in just a moment after I help out this individual. Yeah, right. Mother's Day is coming up, isn't it? Let me go ahead and I'm going to add this to my CRM because I just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We just found your person to walk the property. She seems great. She seems really good. So we got this. Let's put this in the calls section. So guys, you go to these interesting markets and people haven't been called before. Did you see how eager she was to hear my offers? She was just really excited to hear them. So people probably haven't reached out on this one all that much. And sometimes you just find a deal like that and it works out. So yeah, I really like this one. It is cash flowing decently, and I think we could make them a pretty good offer. So what could I put down on something like this? I would probably go for like, I probably would do like 40 on this. And I know that's higher than we want to be, guys, but I don't see why we wouldn't be able to make something like this work. It's also something that I might buy. Maybe we offer 35 to the seller and then 3% to the agent. Maybe we do that. But it's a triplex, and triplexes are desirable. It's in Davenport. It cash flows well. We could probably hit a nice cash-on-cash return here. So 575 plus 750 plus 750. So it's bringing in over 2,075 per month. And I mean, if we take 20% off the top of that, I mean, it's occupied. So I'll probably take 15% off the top of that. And then we subtract our taxes and insurance on this bad boy. Taxes and insurance are only $300 per month. So I could probably offer them, if I do 750, we're making about $700 per month. 700 times 12 is 8,400. 8,400 divided by a 55K entry fee is going to be 15%. What is the agent looking for? So let's say I offer them their asking price plus some interest times 0.03. They only want 6K. Yeah, I think I'll offer. I think I probably offer 35, 34 to the seller, and then I'll probably make an offer to the agent for her commission at 3% as well. I'll probably give them 205, and I'll probably make the monthly payments of $700 per month. Let's see if that pans out with interest. So 205, perhaps we do 40K down, 5% interest, amortized. 5% interest amortized over 35 years brings me to 832. No, might do 4.5. 4.5%, 4% interest amortized over 30 years is 35 years. That's $730 per month. I'm just worried about how they would receive 4% interest, because 4% interest isn't that good. Maybe I offer them above list. I'm going to pivot to above list and kind of see how that goes. So let's say I offer them $250,000. Maybe I give them monthly payments of $700 and then 40K down with a 6-year balloon. We'd owe 159 in 6 years. So try for 240, 152 in 6 years. House is probably, yeah, that would work. What do you think, guys? You think I should make an offer with interest or over list price? I'm kind of leaning towards interest. Because if we offer them 205 with 40K down at 4% interest amortized over 35 years, over 6 years, they get 242. I'm going to go over list. I think it'll be received better. I'm going to offer them $240,000. Good afternoon, Lauren. Thank you for your time today. I'm working on getting pre-approved for this on a DSCR loan, but in the meantime, I can present my seller financed offer. The only reason I'm leaning towards seller finance is that my mortgage is quite close to what you're bringing in. Okay. $245,000 down payment. Probably offer them 35. and maybe I do. Maybe I do 33.5 to the seller plus your commission, and all. Payout on year 6. So payout on year 6 is going to be, let's find out. So 245 minus, let's just call it 40, 245,000 minus 40,000, and then take 695, multiply that by 12. That's 83. Oh, not 12, 72. That's 50,000 paid down. So just subtract 50,000. Was that 5,400? 5040. 154,960. And then fix the formatting on that. I'll drop proof of funds and then my portfolio for them. And then I'm also going to put you guys in a chat. Where'd the time go? Oh my God. And this is going to be the person who will walk your property. All right. So there's a quick little offer. Went a lot better than my calls yesterday. So offer dash 9th Street. And then I will put her in a chat really quickly. So let's find her phone number again. Share my screen. And then I also need the other individual's phone number. Was it Sammy I was talking to? Who was I talking to?
Yeah, it was me.
Would you mind DMing me your phone number?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And then this will be the person who can walk your property. Do you do many
Appreciate
deals in
that.
I don't do a lot of deals in North Carolina, but I think North Carolina is a great place to do deals.
I just sent over my phone number.
Thank you. Okay. I would offer her $75 to make the drive since it's kind of far for her. And then put her in a chat with the listing agent that I just called for your other deal, and they can walk, okay?
All right, got it. Thank you.
Perfect. You should be all good to go, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We'll stay in touch.
Absolutely. Good job. And then let me see
Cool,
if
thank
I
you.
can find her. I'm just looking for her email. Can't seem to find her email. Oh, she's got another one. She's got another listing too. Lauren, where's your email, girl? Maybe it's on PropStream? Bear with me for a sec, guys. I'm looking for her. I mentioned creating listing agents in a group in the post years you added me. John, I'll let you know. We might have a good solution for it right now, but I will revisit other solutions if it's not working for us. So MLS details. Oh, there it is. I'll say. I'm just gonna give her a call and make sure she actually got our text. So her phone number starts with a 5. Okay.
Hi, this is Lauren.
Hey, sorry. I think I found the email. Is it lsteinhauerx@gmail.com?
Yes, that is my email.
Perfect. My proof of funds portfolio and offer for that are going to be in your inbox. I'm also moderately interested in the other one that you have. I when I was looking up your email, I saw that you might have another multifamily listed in Davenport.
Yes, 2004 East 13th Street, and that one is just up the road. And that's the one I was getting confused with.
Oh, perfect. I'll look
Because
into
they're so
that
close.
and I'll see if I can make you an offer on that one as well. I might be tapped for the month with these two here, but definitely probably next month might be interested in that as well. So if that thing's still available, I might circle back.
Yeah, definitely. I can give you the prices on it if you still want to think about it. But I
Same
appreciate
owner?
it. Thank you so much.
So-
Not the same owner, but it's someone else in my family.
Got it. Oh, wow. Real estate family. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can pick some of these
Yes,
up.
sir.
That email is currently in your inbox. Sometimes it goes to your spam folder, but I've titled it in bold offer 1335 East 9th.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. I will take a look at that and get it over to the owner, and I will let you know.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, Lauren. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, so wow, that's going well, man. That's going well. Let's just send her some of my properties here. Is this no? Is this? Where's my rentals? Rental portfolio. Share. Anyone with link. Copy. And then my portfolio as of now. Linkify. Linked. And then let's make this the same font. We were typing in serif. Bold? Yeah, bold serif. Okay. All right. Well, that's progress right there. That looks good. Okay, so that is sent. She has that. That is recorded in my little offer sheet, right? Let me just check. Yes, it is. And we should be good to go. All right, next question. Sammy, you're all good, man?
Yeah, all good.
All right. Talk
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye. All right, let me see if I can get through all you guys, all you other guys. I'm going to try to do just a couple minutes per person. Jose, how you doing, man?
Hey, Richard, how are you?
Today, I'm doing really well.
So I have two deals, but I'm going to give you the best one because I know you're in a rush. So I sent you a DM with the address I also sent you pictures because it's off market, and also from ChatGPT what it will be rented for, because it was renovated, and before it was a 2-2, but now it's a 3-2.
Okay. And it's a single family?
Single family, seller finance, 0% interest, $600 per month on payments, $250 interest on taxes per month.
Dude.
And I think it's doing 28% cash on cash return before putting any assignment in place.
Do you get this thing accepted?
Yeah. And actually, he has a lot of deals. He has a lot of deals for me. I have 2 of them the same.
Dude.
But I wanted your impression, because I don't know if it's not a beautiful house, but it's good for renting. I mean, it's in San Antonio, Texas.
Dude, this is an absolute no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. You're so run through the deal with me. Your purchase price is.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with you. Give me one little second. So the purchase price is, but they're asking for $166,000. All right.
166. And what's your down
And
payment?
I'm offering one. Okay, when I'm offering $182,000.
And the down payment is
$18,000.
Okay. And your monthly payment is
$600.
And it rents out for.
I mean, I look it up. I try really hard to look what is the good rent estimate, and I put it 1,700. I don't know if you can maybe double look for me, but I think it's 1,700.
You should have a lot of comps in San Antonio, right?
Well, yeah, but I didn't see all of them.
I'm getting. It's a 2-2.
No, that's what I meant.
Oh,
they rehab it completely, and now it's a 3-2.
Okay, yeah. So you're probably gonna go for about $1,500. Probably go for about $1,500. And your taxes and insurance are what?
$250 per month.
$250, so $850, and you're bringing, and it's 0% interest. So I think it might sell where it is right now. I'd love to have payments slightly lower. Do you think there's a way that we could get payments to like $455 per month, given the rent at probably $1,400-1,500?
I may actually call him today to see if he can lower it to $500.
So that would really help. That would really help if payments could be $500 here, especially because investors are going to look it up and see the 331. So we totally need to let them know, hey, this is no longer a 3-2 or a 2-2. This is now a 3-bed 2-bath, and that might get us closer to like $1,400-1,500 per month.
Okay, so I'm going to lower it to 500. All right. And do you think you have a buyer that you think of?
For sure.
To this
A
deal?
seller finance deal like that is awesome at $500 per month. Little tight on cash flow above that, but at $500 a month, very good.
If they don't agree to 500, 550, do you think it's still going to sell it?
Yes. I'd say I have 70% confidence because of San Antonio 0% interest, fully renovated. Probably 70% confidence that it sells even without that, but it's definitely good, man. It's definitely good. I would just lower payments slightly.
All right. So when I have this under contract with everything that you're saying, can I come back and we can sell it together, if you don't mind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay. So yeah, that looks great. Good job, man. That's awesome. How many calls do you think that took you?
One day, like 10 calls.
Dude,
exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I already closed a cash deal today, actually, and they're gonna send me the assignment on Monday.
How much
And
was
I'm
that
really
cash
happy
deal
about it.
for?
It was 7,000.
7,000, bro. That's what the hell I'm talking about, guys. Win after win after win. And I know it's all these people who keep showing up to the live stream. So man, that is really good. You keep pushing, okay?
Thank you for everything, Richard. I really appreciate you.
Absolutely. I'm here to help. G Connections. Yeah, I can help you out. I'll stay a little late, guys. I'll stay a little bit late here. Let's talk to Civil Investor. Hello, Civil Investor.
Hey Richard, how you doing?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I have a deal I've been looking at. Well, I just sent an offer over today, and I guess I was talking with the agent, going back and forth with him, and I finally just told him I'd like to talk to the seller. So he has me set up for a meeting tomorrow with the seller. So I was listening to some of your old videos, especially with the Sword and the Stone challenge, and I heard you specifically go over a deal, and you did like this 8 structure thing, and you took the percentage and you kind of wrapped it into the purchase price. So they wanted the 7% interest, so I wrapped it into the purchase price to make my payments a lot lower. But I wanted to just check in with you to see if I'm on the right page. I sent you everything in your DMs.
Sure. Is that Detroit
Thank
versus Cleveland? Is that what that is? I don't really know.
No, that's Naples, Florida.
No, I was just looking at the game I was looking at the game in the chat. Seems like 2 rival cities. Okay, so all right. So total, yeah, we are way high on purchase, man. We can't be that high on purchase.
Yes, it's almost 2. That's why I was like, oh shit, I don't know if this is because.
Yeah, no, cash flow is less important if we're that high over purchase. The house is listed at 630, guys. It's probably been sitting for a while, and we're offering almost 900,000. So man, that's high over list. I would say your max should be close to 700, but even 700 is pretty high.
Okay, I also calculated the rent at 3,000. It's stated at 36.
Yeah, especially there, we wouldn't pay down enough to make it work. So I would say you can either adding an interest rate. I get it; it's going to be hard cash flow wise, but nah, man, I'd probably hit them with like 665, 670. Maybe I offer them 50,000, 60,000 down because cash flow is low, and maybe 500 to 750 a month given the down payment.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, we just can't offer that far of a list price because we won't be able to make them whole at the balloon. In 6 years, we're going to owe significantly more than the house is worth, and there'll be nothing that we could do.
Okay, so if it's ever like that, would that be better for like a cheaper property, or like to wrap the interest rate on inside the to kind of get it to where it cash flows?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. We just have to offer less. That's the only thing. We just have to offer less.
All right. Well, I'll get back to him, and I just give him a lower offer. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Best of luck to you, man.
All right. Thank you, Richard.
So, yeah. Let's talk to Cruz. Cruz, how you doing, man?
Good, bro. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Hey, so good. Thank you. So I sent you this triplex that I was trying to get on seller financing. And then the agent was like, "Oh no, but would you do a loan?" And I was just like, "I mean, we can, but it was going to be like a crazy lowball." That's why I was trying to present seller finance. So I told him 200K, and he was just like, "Okay, can you cover commission too?" So it makes 3,500 in cash currently.
Okay. Let's go ahead and check it out. Is this Stratford?
Yeah.
It brings in 32, you said?
No, 35. All cash maintenance.
3,500, and we're at 295.
Yeah.
And we have. Are you offering seller finance on this?
No, so I tried, and they don't want to do that. And he said if we could do a loan, and I just told them, I mean, we probably can, but we would have to be at 200. And he said, okay.
Okay.
And he's like, can you pay commission too?
If you're $100,000 below list price, I say we shoot our shot.
Yeah. So
especially,
yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you. So I did offer.
Your cash on cash must be crazy at that price, right? At 200K, bringing in 3,500 a month.
Yeah.
That must be insane.
Yeah. Yeah, for what I run it at 200, I think it was like 28%. But the problem is, so I already told him we could probably cover closing costs, but he was like, "Oh, can you cover commission too?" And he wants like 6%. So I don't know.
I'd prefer
if I wanted to just tell him like.
I'd prefer not to, but I do like this deal given how far you are below list price.
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to show you. So I wanted to just ask you if I should just tell him, like, didn't your seller sign that he was gonna pay your commission?
Yeah, you'd say,
Or
hey,
like, could we even pay him 3%?
yeah, I would just, I probably wouldn't agree to that. It sounds like they're interested in that offer though.
Yeah.
That would be
But yeah, I
crazy.
just didn't want to say anything yet since he asked for the commission.
That would be pretty crazy, dude. I say go for it.
Okay, should I tell him that the seller's paying his
Yes.
commission though?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll just pay
Say-
closing costs?
Yeah, we'll cover both sides
Okay.
of closing costs.
You said we can cover it?
We can cover closing costs.
Okay, got it. Yeah. All right. All right, I'll be in touch with him tomorrow and I'll let you know what he says. Maybe
right.
he wants more credibility and stuff, but send him the proof of funds and stuff.
Talk soon, man. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bye bye. Next, probably Chungus. What's going on, man?
Hey Richard, how's it going?
Doing well today. How can I help?
I have this cash deal. I sent you the address via DMs. The cash on cash return on when I was running the cash on cash on the calculator that Yusuf gave me for cash on cash, it was at 40%. But I was just kind of curious if it would be a good deal because I was not sure of the condition of the property. And I kind of needed credibility to get the deal to the finish line because I got a verbal yes on 80,000 offer on the property.
Let's just run it through the calculator. Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, I did use that calculator and it said I should offer 83,000 to the seller, and I offered 80 because they informed me that the other unit was vacant and one of the units needed a furnace to be rent ready because they used to rent it to a preschool for 1,500. But when I ran my cash on cash, I ran it with assuming that the other unit would be rented for 800 also because one of the units was occupied for 800. So the property could potentially bring in 1,600 per month. And at 80,000, it was a 40% cash on cash return.
Perfect. What's it listed for?
It's listed for 100,000.
Guys, check this out. Watch this. This is insane. We just came up with this tool. So this thing's listed for $100,000. It brings in what per month, you said?
1,600.
That's excellent.
I got my taxes and insurance from the Zillow listing. I scrolled down and checked the tax and insurance bill.
What do you think it is?
It was, let me just real quick verify. It was 95 for taxes and 33 for home insurance.
Okay, let's go 50 and 100. And then just be a little pessimistic. We'll do, and then assignment fee, let's say you wanted to make 5. Yeah, it says $83,000 should be your offer on this thing. My only concern is the condition. You lowered it a little bit, but yeah, I see value in this, man. I like your deal.
The issue that I was having was the agent was they gave me a verbal yes and they were ready to move on to contracts, but they had asked me if the sale was contingent on financing, and I had said yes because that's what we mainly use here. But when she requested the pre-approval letter, I didn't send the one from Double Close because she did want to call the lender and verify everything. But she also did say I could send a bank statement because she was not satisfied with the proof of funds that you get from the
We have a new
website.
lender. We have a new lender. Look, and she will talk on the phone. Check this out, guys. Everybody listen to this. Ready? Check this out. Remember DSCR pre-approvals? Try using this. This is our new tab.
Hello.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Awesome. How about you?
Doing well. I was just wondering if we have this link in the Discord now, but we need a link from you to get the DSCR pre-approvals. Do you have some sort of way that we can apply for that?
So all I have right now is like a normal loan application. And if they want the DSC or no, they want the, I'm trying to think of logistics. Okay. So when I give them the pre-approval and then they find the buyer, but the buyer is going to be in your portal on the back end, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then how will we know who the buyer is?
My dispo team can refer them to you. We can say, hey, this is the lender that we've been working with to fund these deals, and then they can send them over to you.
Okay, so they'll know that I did the pre-approval.
Maybe
and
we
then
can just
they'll
link your email. Maybe we can link your email, and when somebody needs one, you can just send it over to them.
Yeah, if they want to, like, maybe the VA can be like, here's the contract address, here's the buyer's email address.
The buyer will be found after. So
Sure.
these are going to be wholesalers reaching out to you up front. You're going to be giving the wholesalers the pre-approval. Then the buyer will be found after. And then when we have the buyer, we can have our dispo team recommend them to go through you for lending. Because we don't, a lot of the times we have to put this deal out to the marketplace and blast it to the buyers to see who's interested. So I can't really predict who the buyer is prior. But if we were going to do this, I would just need to put your email in there, and then you could send it when individuals request it.
Yeah, I think just give them my email address and then I'll question them and see like what they're doing. And
they're all wholesaling. And they're looking for pre-approvals so that we can get these to end buyers.
Yeah, just say email this email address. Tell them like purchase price you need or up to a certain amount.
Sure.
And then
I think I have your email. It's Kelly Atchinson or K Atchinson at nexalending.com, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. I just put that in there, and then you'll start getting emails and they'll request that, and hopefully we can get those sent over in a timely manner. And I will tell my dispo team to recommend you for lending on the back end.
Sweet. Will they link me to like a certain property address so I know like
Yeah,
what to update
they'll give you the wholesaler will provide a property address, a price, and either a name or an LLC.
Okay, sweet. And then if they need help like vetting buyers, because a lot of them are not legit, but I can help vet them if they need.
Sure. Yeah, we have repeat buyers. We just don't know exactly which one is going to be taking title on it. But once we find that, we'll go ahead and recommend it, and I'll let them know about this right now.
Okay, sweet. And then if you ever want to put them on fizbo.com, I can just upload it for free because I've got back-end access.
Oh, cool. Perfect. Yeah, that would be great.
Sweet. And then, yeah, we're going to start running ads to fizbo.com. So basically that website was a shithole and it was crappy. And then Mike, my owner of my brokerage, bought it and he revamped it. And now we're running ads to the website so we can maybe move them faster.
Perfect. Well, I will go let my dispo people know right now.
Okay, awesome.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
So that's an actual lender, guys. Telling my team about this. Okay. So I'll say provide address, price, name / LLC, email. So send her that, and then you guys can get legitimate pre-approval letters, like actual pre-approval letters. But yeah, that's what I would recommend. Instead of using wholesale.close.com, use that lender. No, they won't, Gino.
Thank you for Can you also verify the condition for me, just to make sure that like it's not bad or anything like that? I sent you the address on what DMs.
Catch you later. Great, dude. Great. Yeah, so we move a lot in St. Louis. This condition doesn't look terrible. I'd love to get something like this at 65, 70K. That could be a really good one. Doesn't look like it's in that bad of shape. So yeah, this makes sense to me, man. I like that.
Okay, thank you so much, Richard. I'll send you an email right now.
And then as far as the guy named Christian in the chat who's having a hard time opening the link, you can go to my Instagram, but man, I want to show you this. So like, let's say you click on this link, right? This is the first link. I'm gonna click on this, opened up just fine for me. No issues there. I'm gonna click on my second link, this one right here. And that opened up just fine for me as well. So, I'm not quite sure what's going on right now with your end of things. Maybe you're on a different browser, or maybe you're out of country, but these links are opening for me right now. Anyways, Chungus, I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear that, but I like your St. Louis deal. I'd love to get something like that for like 65, 70K given the days on market.
Thank you so much, Richard.
Absolutely, talk soon. GB13, sorry you got dropped, man. How can I help you?
What's up, dude? So yeah, I got one of these agents in Detroit. We were just looking for some properties in Detroit, but we just deployed capital there. But she's in a pickle. She's the agent and owner of this property. She's looking to sub to/trust it. Here, I'll just DM you the.
Love that, man. That's exactly what we're looking for.
So I just sent you over the mortgage statement for it. Not a great interest rate, but she's looking to try to get 25 out of it. I'm not saying she will. So, I mean, they have it in place tenant at $1,300 a month right now.
Okay, $1,300 a month.
Yep. And then they want to stay. She's just said that she's trying to sell it. So
and
she has informed them.
Is it worth
Go ahead.
like it's worth like 75, 80 or something?
Here, I'll send you the address too. She has it on market for 100K. It's a nice place.
I would probably say our max down payment would be probably like 12 on something like that. Maybe 13.
Okay. I can let her know. I was just didn't know if you were thinking about picking it up yourself or, yeah, I mean, it cash flows. It's not a great interest rate, but the PITIs, I think it's like, what, $350 a month in cash flows?
Look at Rowan drifting in the chat with his assignment fee money. That's pretty cracked. That's insane. I can't drive like that, man. I'm too scared. But okay. I would say if we could get this for 12K down, that would be awesome. Rate is kind of high, but it's going to cash flow. Is it a 2-1?
It's a 3-1.
Oh, it's a 3-1.
It says on PropStream, it says it's a 3-1.
Ask her about that because it's a 2-1. It's a lot less desirable.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I'm Rowan, that video is tight, dude. God damn. That's pretty hard. And with one hand. Okay. Next is G Connections. Hey, G Connections, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
Hey, how's it going?
Can you hear me? Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing really well.
Look, I got let me text you this deal right quick. I just talked to the guy or whatever, and I got two of them I want you to look at. One of them is in Memphis and one in Detroit. I just sent it. Okay. The one in Memphis is kind of tricky, right? Okay, he had it listed for like 85 or 80,000 when I first reached out to him. And by me doing the numbers on the Buy Box Cartel, it told me to offer him 68. So I'm gonna tell you how sneaky these guys are. After he couldn't get his numbers, I went back to the listing and he put it for 68. the exact amount that the buy box told me to offer. So now when I put the numbers in, it's telling me to offer him like 50,000, 55. And he's like, he don't want to accept the 55,000 now or 50,000 because I guess I like the 68, but I don't feel like I should still take that deal or not. That's why I said I'm gonna just let you look at it because he kind of tricked me with that one. Like he went back on the listing and changed it.
So I will say,
So when
the first thing a
Yeah.
buyer is going to see is the list price. And if we're selling a deal over list price, as unfortunate as it may be, there's not a whole lot that we can do.
Okay, cool. Now this nipped in the bud, so I know how to handle that one. I need to look at the Detroit one. I just actually got the phone with the realtor, and that amount I was looking at 35 because when I put the numbers in the buy box, it says 0 to 127,000. As if I can offer between that range. Because when I put the numbers in that one, it says 0 to 127,000 cash. It didn't really just give me an accurate number to offer for them.
There's a better calculator on hmhw.group. So www.hmhw.group is superior to Buy Box Cartel. It's AI powered and it's much, much, much better.
Okay, so do you think that's a good one for the Detroit one?
For the Detroit one,
Because I got him like he's on standby waiting on me to send the offer now.
holy shit, why is it listed for so cheap?
Right, that's what I was telling you. It's really cheap, and like I would give him 35 for it or 36 for it because he said the best offers. He just got 2 offers. He got an offer for 33,000, something like that, 400. And he got an offer for 34,900, something like that. So he said he's just playing. He got 2 offers. He said he's playing with the numbers. I literally just talked to him when it jumped me out of the call. You had to add me back, and he's like, "Text me your number, and if you can beat this number, you can have it." And he's asking when, like, can I do the inspection for the 24 hour, like within that same day? Or whatever. He said we could do it no inspection. Either or.
So here's the thing. With on-market wholesale, even though I bet it's a deal at list price, the value that we provide to people is the discount that we can get. And on this one, I would probably offer 25,000 so I could send it to a buyer at 30,000, at least 10,000 below list. So I can't in good faith send my buyers deals that are pretty close to list price or at list price. They'll stop responding to me. They'll unadd themselves from my email blast list.
Right, I understand it. That's why I said these numbers are kind of tricky. So I'm gonna have to find another one, I guess, because they have it pretty cheap though. I believe. I don't know why though. Their number like theirs, like it should be more than that.
Yeah.
Looking at the condition, it's a turnkey.
I would just heavily recommend getting it significantly below list price. I just don't think that even if it's in really good condition, I just don't think that there's a way that we'd be able to get this thing that close to list, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. So you're basically looking for like at least 30% below.
Yeah. We do want a really good discount to wholesale on market properties. That's what y'all get paid for.
Right. That's what I'm trying to see how to do that because these numbers are really, really low. And that's why I said it's like when they low like that, it's kind of hard to make them go down further. It's like they're basically giving it away, dude.
It is really
and
crazy.
if I had the money, I would buy it. Like I would literally buy it for myself if I had that type of money.
Yeah. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. Anyways, I would just recommend getting them decently below list price.
Okay, well, we'll see how that work out. And then I had another, this is the last thing, right? Do you have a number that I could where you could report like a realtor? Because this is kind of funny, right? It was a listing that was purchased. I mean, it was on there for like 39,000 or 30 something, right? And putting the numbers in the calculator told me to offer 28,000, right? But when I emailed the realtor, I still have the proof where I emailed them on April 17th or whatever time I emailed them. And I gave him the 28,000 offer. And he said, okay, he's going to present it to the client. And then he emailed me back. He said, my client is at 33,000 K firm. So I looked back at the listing just yesterday. They got it sold for 28,000. So that's like somebody basically stole my deal. But I'm just not even going to trip on it.
Yeah.
Like they could have took the 28 at first. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I mean,
like these realtors are doing little shady stuff too.
Yeah, they can adjust the price after you make an offer. I wouldn't say it's the worst thing if they do that.
Yeah, it's not the worst, but it's kind of awkward. I wish I could have got that deal because I had a good number for it, and it's like I don't know. So I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully, I can get my first deal.
Keep calling. Aim for 10 conversations per day. 10 conversations per day.
Yes, I'm aiming for that, and now it's causing my phone to ring more than ever. I need to get another. Do you have another number we could use to call? You recommend?
Another number that we can call. What do you mean by that?
That we can use to make calls.
I don't have a way to report realtors, unfortunately, but you could always do so on the MLS.
Not that number. No, I'm talking about a number for us to call. So for wholesaler finance to basically make the calls from not our actual number. Like from a fake, I don't know, a little bot number.
Yes.
My bad.
I got it. So I use a website called SalesMate. So SalesMate is I don't know, maybe like 30 or 40 bucks a month, but check it out. See these two numbers I have? I can call from my phone with these numbers, and they're in a Georgia area code and a Cleveland area code.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I would recommend SalesMate, Google Voice, or you could buy yourself a little cheap burner phone.
Yeah. I should have been did that. That's what I'm trying to see though. That's all I wanted. I ain't want to waste enough time. I know you gotta go. Thank you though.
Absolutely. Great work. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Carter, how's it going?
It's going, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, you as well.
Appreciate it. I have two potential deals. They're both very convoluted and very confusing. And I guarantee you that you're going to tell me that they're both not able to be done for the bullshit reasons, but it's okay. It's all right.
Well, I'll look at them quick. So the single family in Detroit, I'm looking at the interior. Doesn't look like it's
so the one in
bad condition. Doesn't look bad.
Sorry.
Looks like it's in pretty decent condition. I don't see any issue with that. It could be a rental property. I mean, well, I do see some issues. I prefer seller finance or a low ball on that one to flip. So that might be in a little bit not good enough condition for us to have one of our turnkey buyers pick it up. Look at that. They've got a nice.
Which one are we looking at? We're looking at Young Street.
The one on Young Street in Detroit. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Do you see what they have in the corner of the house?
I did not see. What I was looking at, though, or what my issue... Hold on, let me pull it up.
Oh, I put it in the chat if you're curious what they have. Nice little...
Oh, yeah, I'll go look.
Nice little mannequin right there. Wonder what they use that for. But yeah, I mean, for this one, you know, we see deals selling like this when you get them at like 65, 70K given this condition. Factoring in the days on market, 64 days on market. So it's been there for a while. I might hit them with 70K, you know, hit them with 70,000. You could also do creative finance on this. Creative finance is no problem on a property like this.
So that's what my plan was on both of them because they both have.
Yes.
I lowballed them a little bit,
the mortgage,
and they said no.
Give them 10K down. That's 76K offer. It's better than our cash offer.
That was my thing. They both have they're both contingent on two things. So one is the Young Street is wrapped in a land trust as well as or land contract as well as their mortgage.
Oof.
So I don't know how to go about that. I've heard that we can do that, but I have no idea how to go about that.
That is hard. So somebody sold it to somebody in a land contract while that person had a mortgage. Honestly, I don't. You'd have to talk to the land contract holder. That, you know, see if they can be released from their land contract and see if we can sell or finance it, because that person doesn't hold title. The person you're talking to doesn't exactly hold title. So they probably need a cash sale to pay this off. They probably need that. So maybe you hit them with a 70K offer. Maybe you try for 70, maybe even 75K.
Gotcha. Okay. And then for the other one on Santa Rosa, they have a 17,000 credit line on it. I've also heard that we can I know we're trying to stay away from credit lines. They have a mortgage and credit line, but their credit line's 17K. So I asked them if they can get literally they're open to creative, and it's got a huge cash on cash return. The only issue is that credit line. Otherwise, all they want is $10,000.
That's a great deal. I wonder if the credit line could be separated from the property. We could always try it.
That's what I was.
But I've been
gonna see if
told
we
that
can
they
get it into a loan.
I've been told that they get called due on sale. I've never tried it before. I've just been told not to do credit lines. That's the only thing I know about it. Not to do them because apparently they get called due on sale. But yeah, this would be a phenomenal deal, man.
Is it possible for them to get it into a loan or put it into their existing mortgage if it's from the same lender?
If it's from the same lender, maybe it would be kind of be up to them. That's very situational. I'd be nervous to guess about the outcome of that.
Gotcha. I think that's what they're working on now. So I told them I would need the credit line either worked into the mortgage, or I would need that as a converted into a loan. But it's 6% interest, but the cash on cash return was upwards of 30%. So
Yeah,
30 plus.
I like that.
I think it was
I
like
that
30,
deal. See if you
33.
can get off the credit line. You know.
Perfect. Okay. Sounds good to me.
Right.
And then I'll try to work in Young Street, but we'll see how that goes.
Absolutely. Perfect. Talk soon. Okay.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
See ya. Bye-bye. Michael, I'll tell you what, you can tell me about that while I'm spinning the wheel. You can tell me about that. Look at all these cars in the chat. I'm loving it. You're speaking my language.
Hey, what's up, Richard? Good afternoon, man. Thank you.
Hey, man. So yeah, what's it listed for?
Yeah, so we're at 65, and I actually sent this offer yesterday before you sent out that discount message this morning. But the math, even with a 10K discount, it's still at a 28 cash on cash return. So pretty much, I just want to know if it's even worth signing on, putting it into contract, because I don't want to waste you or your dispo's time. And also just what I'm looking for too, while I'm making my calls.
Yeah, I would really prefer not to have deals 10K below list. I know that it has a really good discount, but it hurts my buyers list, man. It really does. They're like, man, you're not sending me discounted properties like you told me you would,
No, I hear you, brother. I just wanted to make sure. That's why I don't want to, come across this like, oh, we got fucking solid cash flow, but yeah, it's only, like you said, 10K discount.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure, man.
I would just go deeper than that.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Talk soon.
All right, thanks.
All right, so this landed on 100 cookies. 100 cookies is 100 skip trace tokens. What are skip trace tokens? Well, I will show you right now. So I've got a $13,000 deal in closing with Mike right now, and check this out. So if we go to Buy Box Cartel, guys, we have a software called Lightning Leads that allows you to do off-market real estate. We have a couple students who are taking advantage of it right now, and I really mean a couple. Not a lot of people use this, but we have one in closing from it. I've actually had a couple close from this service. So if you're in Buy Box Cartel and you go to Control Panel, there's a service in here called Lightning Leads. And Lightning Leads, let's try this in Detroit, one of our favorite markets ever. Actually, we were just looking in Davenport. I'm going to go to Davenport, Iowa. Maybe I make one call here. Off market, mortgage takeover, click search. Sometimes you have to click it twice, but not today. Yeah, so look at this, guys. I want one that cash flows, and I kind of like this. Look at this. So this guy was listed. Oh my God, is that a gem of a deal? Wow, holy shit. Can y'all see my screen? Watch my screen right now. That's perfect. Look what I just found. This thing, was it listing removed? It's sold. Unfortunately, that sold, but that would have been perfect. Listed for 95, owes 95, 3% interest, 500 cash flow. You can click create offer and then unlock the seller's contact information right there, which is pretty cracked. So let me see if I can find a perfect one. I'm going to price these low to high. I like the cheap ones. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Decent condition, hopefully. Oh my God. Yes. Please don't be sold. Let's find out. No, this one's sold. So this, I'm looking for listing removed, not sold. I want them to have failed to sell their property. What about you? Listing removed? Listing removed. This one didn't sell. It failed to sell. So this was listed at 135. They price dropped, and then they removed the listing. Why? Why did they do that? Well, they have no equity in it. They owe 98,000. They were asking 110. They weren't going to make any money on the sale. So we could call them by skip tracing them, unlocking their contact information right here. And look, you've got his phone number and you can call him. It's about 40% accuracy. That's the trade-off of on market for soft market, 40% accurate phone numbers. This one right here really looks good. Hopefully he didn't sell. Perfect. Look at that. Maybe I try to give him a call. Maybe we just try one call right now, guys. So look at this. This individual has a nice looking property. Let's see the interior. Come on, show me the interior. Oh, it's lagging. That's okay. We can just create. Oh, there we go. Interior photos. Come on, you don't have any interior photos of your house, bruh? There we go. Okay, yeah. Relatively decent looking property. Doesn't look like it's in that bad of condition from this one photo that's decided to load. He has a 3% interest rate. We can click create offer, unlock his contact info, and let me try to call him. Just really quickly, last thing I do today.
Hi, I'm a call assistant recording this call for the person you're trying to reach. Please say who you are and why you're calling.
Richard Taylor.
I'd like to know why you're calling, if that's okay.
Property.
Thank you. Please hold while I connect you.
Hello?
Hey, I was wondering, are you still thinking about selling the property in West First Street in Davenport?
Yes, who is this?
My name's Richard. I find failed listings on Zillow, and I see if they're open to selling still. I had made an offer while your realtor was still having this on the market, but they said it just wouldn't make sense based on their commission and how much was owed on the mortgage. So I go back when they fail on Zillow, and I see if I can get a hold of the owner and see if they're still willing to sell.
I have a seller lined up just waiting, but like, what were you offering?
Well, I typically take over people's mortgages. So I was going to offer you the difference between the mortgage on the property and what you were trying to sell it for, you know?
Yeah, I would say I generally just
I would
I'm
probably
looking to get out from underneath it and make a little bit off of the value of the house as it currently stands. So, but
I'd probably be able to give you, I don't know, I'd say 13,000 to take over your mortgage on the property.
yeah, that's not going to work for me.
No
Thank you
worries.
though.
Thanks for your time. Bye-bye. So his equity was a little bit different from his list price. You know, he owes 71. He's asking 110. He's got 40K equity in the property. But do you see what I just did there? You see what I just did? We just got a hold of the property owner by skip tracing him. And we had a conversation. No realtor. That's off-market real estate, guys. And there's a lot more. Oh my God, look at this one. This one right here, he owes 120 and he's asking 135. So what I'm giving away today for today's wheel spin is going to be 100 skip trace tokens. We call them cookies, 100 skip trace tokens. And we try to get a hold of sellers like that. So if you guys want to do some off-market real estate and you're not trying to have conversations with realtors and you want to do some low equity cash deals or just find listings that nobody else has access to, guys, there's a really simple way to do that. It's called Lightning Leads. And did you know that Lightning Leads is less than half the cost of PropStream and it does on market? So for example, if you want to do mortgage takeover in Davenport, watch this, guys. Now we're looking at on market properties. This thing is on market, listed for 100K. They owe 80K. Offer to take over his debt. Offer to take over his debt. Same thing with this guy right here. Same thing with this guy right here. Same thing with God, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. Look at this guy. Oh no, somebody else got it first. But yeah, guys, this is just a really powerful tool that we built for you. It's meant to be significantly cheaper than PropStream so that you can still get low equity properties. We're going to be adding a search function to it soon so that you can pull people's mortgage data. But this is called Lightning Leads. I think it's like $39 per month or something like that. And yeah, it's something that y'all have access to if you want. Now, what I'm giving away today with our trivia question is just going to be some skip trace tokens. This also comes with Buy Box Cartel so that you all can sell your own deals just in case you want to do that. I think Rowan got an offer on one of his deals using the marketplace. Anyways, just go to Buy Box Cartel, go to your control panel, you'll find Lightning Leads. But I'm going to do a random trivia question, and we should be able to give away something. Okay, so let me find my trivia question. Ooh, I like this one. What is the term in music for gradually getting louder? There it is, crescendo. And that goes to Jake. Jake is the recipient there. Nice job, Jake. The music club.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm going to put you in a chat with my business partner. Can I get your cell phone number and we'll go ahead and add those to your Buy Box Cartel account?
Yeah, for sure. Should I just message you that on Discord?
Yeah, just send me your cell and I'll go ahead and put you in a chat.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Last month I made 13 million wholesaling. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think I definitely haven't made 13 million total. Guys, I think wholesaling is a good way to make like anywhere from like wholesaling on market with 10 calls a day. I think it's a good way to make anywhere from like 100,000 to like high end, maybe a couple $100,000 per year if you're really good and have an operation like we do. However, I think that wholesaling is not your end goal. Wholesaling is your entry into real estate. So we're not trying to become permanent wholesalers. We're simply looking to build enough capital earning while we learn so that we can eventually flip a house, buy a rental property, and do stuff that takes less of our time. Because what's more important, time or money? Well, if somebody came to you and said, hey, I'm going to give you $10 million, but today's the last day you get to live, are you taking the 10 million? No. So what does that mean? It means that time is infinitely more important than money. You may have a lot of it right now, but guys, this Hold My Hand wholesale community aims to not have you be in a sales role forever. This is just where you start. This is just where you start. So I've got your phone number and I've got Chris's phone number right here. Hey, Chris, this guy won 100, and maybe Grayshaw can help too. 100, Chris and Grayshaw. This guy won 100 cookies today. Can you add that to his Buy Box Cartel account? And then I would respond with the email that you signed up with, just so that we're sure that we can find that. Anyways, guys, that's Lightning Leads. You probably have another stream after this. Jake, let me know if they don't respond, and we will go from there. Yeah, it's almost time for the Sword and the Stone again. Guys, it's summertime. Summertime's coming. That means I'm going to do the Sword and the Stone. How about we do Sword and the Stone in, why not June? Why not June? Why don't we do Sword and the Stones challenge in June? It's not fun. Guys, Oregon during the winter, it's cold, it's wet. There's not a whole lot that we can do. There's a lot that we can do during the summertime. Start before I leave to Sri Lanka. Guys, you're really traveling, huh? Josimar, I've been talking about just having you come out here, man. As I said, I just don't know too many people who are doing a lot of deals, and I know that you are. So, you know, I'd love to just do that regardless if you're open to it. So I'm trying to make friends as well, you know, guys. Anyways, yeah, say Pam, yeah. Also you, I mean, y'all know who you are. If I've deemed that you're not going to kill me in my sleep, great, we can hang out. Anyways, Jake, you've got that there, and we'll talk soon, man. Come to New York. I'd love to come to New York. I did that. Sora, did we meet in New York? Did we meet in New York? Yeah, I'll be in Detroit. Pam, I will be in Detroit. If you want a link, you can walk my flips with me. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I will catch you all on the next one. I'm heading out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You may have another live stream speaker after this. So if I wasn't able to get to your question, somebody else will be able to. And I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks.